Good evening, everyone, and welcome to WCFL DolFans Talk. I'm your host, Papa Paul, and here we
What's
have
going
your
on?
co-host, Dolphins. Same
What's
old,
up,
same old.
everybody? What's up?
Uh,
What's up? Peace, love, things up to everybody. What's going on, Mr. Papa Paul?
You know, I was watching Richmond Reb on the Dolphin or Fin side, at the NFL, listening to them talk about today's training camp and stuff. So a lot going on there. Want to bring on our other co-host of the evening, Mr. John O'Hanlon. How you doing, John?
What's up, guys? How are you?
Good. How are you?
You out in your truck or on the porch?
No, I'm actually in my living room. I just haven't turned the lights up.
Oh, okay. I just
The,
didn't
the
know.
dimmer is down, so I'll turn it up.
There's co-host Mr. Ethan.
Ethan.
Buddy,
How we doing tonight, Ethan?
I'm doing good, doing good.
I know Pedro and Tom will be joining us shortly, and we have our special guest, President of the Ladies of Football, Miss Evie.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Anytime, you're more than welcome anytime to join us.
Thank you.
So I actually got hold of Richmond Webb this evening, and he's going to check our show out and probably be on a future show here sometime in the future.
Awesome.
We would love to
Can't say when or anything.
Well, Richmond is one of those awesome guys. I've met him a couple times. Cleveland game last year, he was on the cruise. Just easygoing, laid back. We'll talk to you about football. We'll talk to you about life. He's just, what a wonderful guy.
A lot like OJ, it sounds like.
Right.
Maybe not as funny, but yeah.
Well, I know he was at East 12. The one game I missed, I think I forget which one that was. That
was the Cleveland game last year.
Yeah, the November 13th one. Because I had just gotten back from almost 3 weeks of vacation. And there was no way I was driving all the way down to Miami to go see a game, even though I wanted to so bad, but my wife wouldn't let me at the same time.
Right.
So there's a lot to talk about. I'll let you go from here right now, winners.
Okay, well, since we have our guest on, we're not going to hold her up. We're going to sit there and talk to the president of the Ladies of Football. So, Evie, how did you become a Miami Dolphin fan?
Oh, wow. So I became a fan. I think I was born a fan. My grandfather, so let me just backtrack a little bit. I'm Cuban. My parents are Cuban. So Cuban people don't watch football. They watch baseball. And so my family did not watch football, but my grandfather used to watch football. And from when I was a teeny baby, I used to curl up with my grandfather and watch football. And before I can talk, I was watching football with him. And it was just my bonding time with him. It was my time to be with him. So I think that if he would have been watching, like, I don't know, sumo wrestling, I probably would have been a sumo wrestler fan right now. But because I was with him and I just wanted to be with him, it didn't matter what it was. And so I asked a ton of questions and he would explain to me what it was. And that's how it grew from there. And then when the Dolphins went to the Super Bowl, so I'm giving my age away. The Dolphins went to the Super Bowl for the first time. My father was like, what is this? Why is everybody going crazy in Miami? What is this all about? And I'm like, what I've been telling you about forever, it's football, Dad. And then he wanted to see what all the craziness was about. So he got into it. And then it was like my thing to do with my dad. So from there on, it was just like it's hard to explain. It's like anything else. And it's nostalgic for me. And and I was born on the perfect season. So,
No, sir.
To be a Dolphins fan.
So you were definitely born to be a Dolphins fan.
Yes.
Definitely.
The story I tell everybody is that I was born and the Dolphins saw me and were like, oh, and went on and had a perfect season in my honor.
There you go. There you go.
Because I was born in January, so.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, as you being the president of the Ladies of Football, can you let us know what the Ladies of Football, can you give us a illustration of what the Ladies of Football is all about?
Well, the Ladies of Football is basically an organization of women that have come together that have this huge fandom for football. When this started, we were we weren't really represented well. It was mainly a men's sport, and men fan and super fans were mostly men. So we've come together in like this sisterhood where we found this common denominator, which is football, and have
Right.
grown this great fan base and family from there.
Right.
So from there, it's a safe space to come in for women that don't know much about football and want to learn about it. And they can come in and there's no judgment, there's no drama. They can learn about football. They can, all teams are welcomed. We don't discriminate, even though I'm a Dolphin fan. We don't discriminate. So it's funny because when I started this, I did not like any team except for the Dolphins. And as I've become so friendly with all these women, I secretly root for these teams sometimes because I'm not rooting for the team. I'm rooting for my friend. I want my friend to be happy. And I know some of you probably going to East 12, which I've been there from forever, have seen that our flag out there, and we bring these girls in. So what we do is we have captains in each city. And so if I'm going to, let's say, the Bills game, I'm traveling to the Bills game, there's a captain there, and she's in charge of hosting the girls that are traveling for these games to make sure that we have a place to tailgate, a place to eat, and a place to hang out and meet other like-minded women. So it's something that's just grown. And it's not what I anticipated it would happen, and it's just grown. We do yearly trips. It's pretty amazing, to be honest with you. I'm really proud of this organization and this group.
Well, I will say this. I told Papa Paul and I told all these gentlemen and Lady Maria also that I wanted more women on our podcast, because we already said that this platform, this podcast is for everyone, men, women, everybody, and for all fans and all Dolphin fans. And that's something that I was very instrumental about, is having more women on the podcast, because we want women that know the game, and we want women on here that are not even just Dolphin fans, but fans of the game as well. So we're very happy to have you on here, definitely. You know, and definitely you represent us very well. I wanted to say that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Definitely.
Maria.
I do have a couple girls that would join us when you give me permission to do so.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I want to welcome Maria to another one of our co-hosts.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Maria.
I want to give shout outs to Dolphins Thursday, Raphael Courtwright, Adam Sadowski.
Right.
I know Cap for Life, El Capitan, Adam, and then Pretty
Boy. We got Pretty Boy. That's our guest for next week. That's Jaconda Brown.
Oh,
Shout out
Jaconda.
Jaconda, yes.
What's up, Jaconda? I appreciate y'all for showing up.
Definitely.
Appreciate everyone. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button.
Hit that like button, y'all.
If I haven't mentioned your name, it's because you're on through Facebook and it's not showing me your name. You got to hit the StreamYard app, like and go through that way for me to see your name. But we'll be opening up the link a little bit later. There's a lot to talk about tonight. Who else has got some questions for Miss Evie? Anybody?
I got one for both of the ladies. I got one for both of them, Maria and Evie. What are you guys looking forward to this season? 2023 season. What
As
you
a
guys
fan of the game or as a fan of the Dolphins?
The fan of the Dolphins.
Oh my God, I'm hoping to see Tua stay healthy and strong and tear up that field. I mean, he has the he has the weapons. He has Hill, he has my favorite Jalen Waddle, and we have some good we have some good positions. So I'm hoping to see Tua stay strong and healthy and tear the field up. I know he has the ability to do so. I know that I'm probably the minority when I say this because a lot of people are not a fan of Tua, but I'm a huge fan of his. And I'm hoping to see him like open up and take chances and just be Tua, the Tua that I know he can be. That's what I'm looking forward to the most.
Gotcha. Maria, same question.
My question is pretty much the same answer. That our whole team stays healthy, not just Tua. We need to make sure our whole team stays healthy. And we need them to protect Tua because I feel, and I've said it before, there isn't a team out there that isn't going to gun for him because if you look at everybody, they're all telling us we're going to be a team to be reckoned with. Mm-hmm. So they're going to look to hurt us. They're going to look to hurt every one of our players, but they're going to gun for Tua. And we need our line to protect him. And as long as he's on his feet and not on the ground, I think we have a pretty good chance of going all the way. And with the grace of God, go I. Mm-hmm. Our team stays healthy enough to do that.
Yes.
And I think their mindset, I don't think I've ever seen the mindset that this team has had in the past compared to what it is now. Their mindset is totally different. Their camaraderie and the way they all work together is very different than our old teams. And I think a lot of that has to do with their coaching staff and Tua coming out of his shell.
I agree. I think Mike McDaniels has done a lot of great for the team and has built confidence in the guys that I didn't see before. And you can tell when they go out on the field now, they're actually having fun,
Mm-hmm.
And that's huge. It didn't look like that I liked Flores a lot. I was a fan of Flores because of, where he came from and what he did with our defense. But those guys did not look like they were having fun out there. The whole entire mentality has shifted with McDaniel, these kids want to play for him. They want to go out there and they want to have fun, and you can tell it's a different team than we had 2 years ago.
Well, he treated them more like a military squad.
Yes.
That wall, the TNT wall, showed it when he'd make them go kiss it.
Yes.
That told you a lot on where he was taking this team.
Yeah, I mean, it's where he came from. He came from that that military mindset with Belichick. Mm-hmm. Belichick has that type of disciplinary and type of mindset where everything is like do.
Yeah.
So that's where he came from. So that's what he was used to. So it didn't work very well here.
I think it broke a lot of our guys.
I think so too. I think Tua was one of the ones that he broke.
Mm-hmm.
And it was hard to watch. It was hard to see Tua
lose
confidence in himself.
Right. Yeah. I just wanted to sit there and say, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new addition to our podcast, the one and only Spirit Fingers. My girl Gloria, what's up, love?
What's up,
Gloria? Thank you for having me.
Great.
Anytime. More than welcome anytime.
You're welcome.
She's our Miami captain.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. So it's good to have you on tonight, Gloria. Talk to us, man. I'm going to sit there and ask you the same questions as the ladies.
Okay.
What made you become a Miami Dolphins fan?
Well, I'm a military brat. So I've been all over the place, and my family, we didn't watch football. It was always baseball and basketball. That's how it always has been. But in high school, to kind of, because I'm this here makes me nervous being on here because I'm a little bit of an introvert. So, right. To get out of it,
coming out of your shell.
Right.
Yeah, so to get out of that, I actually became a cheerleader for my high school. And that's why I started really liking football and trying to understand it. And Miami Dolphins being from Florida was just a natural selection for me. There was no other team for me. That was just it. So I just fell in love with it. My husband has always been a Miami fan. So I always tell him, you lucked out that was the team I picked before we even met. So, but yeah, I mean, it just felt natural to pick Miami. As the years have gone by, I just learned more and more and more. I became part of Ladies of Football, and every year I'm learning a little bit more, meeting people, and you make these connections with these people, and it's just amazing.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
I fully agree. Paul, any questions for Gloria?
No, what's your record predictions this year?
Oh my goodness, you're gonna put me on the spot, aren't you?
Hey, we all have answered it at one time or another.
Right? You know what? I don't know. I've been telling everybody we're like I put it all over Twitter. We're on the cusp of greatness. I can feel it.
Amen.
Right, Maria? It's like every year, the past 2 years, it has just gotten better and better, and so I see us going to the playoffs. I really do. There's just something about this year that I see us there.
We made it last year with our second and third string.
Yeah.
Our guys staying healthy. There's no way we're not.
Exactly.
Not
And
only
that's
are we making
important.
it to the playoffs, but I think we're going to go far in the playoffs this year.
Exactly.
Yep.
We just got to stay healthy, like Maria said. That's the most important thing right now.
Healthy and just, play one game at a time, not think ahead, and I hate to compare this to the Miami Heat, but what made the Miami Heat, I'm a Heat fan too. If you saw this past season, how they were in the 7th, they were like the last place, and
They were 8th seed.
They were the 8th seed, and they weren't predicted to do anything, and all they did was just stick to one game and play one game at a time, and that was their mindset. And that's how the Dolphins have to stay. You just have to keep on like one game at a time and just focus on this game. Don't worry about tomorrow. We're going to go far in the playoffs this year. I can feel it. It's something different this year. It's something in the air. And after, the Heat doing well and the Panthers doing well and the Miami Marlins.
We're just going to put the icing on the cake.
And now we have Inter Miami with Leonardo Messi. It's going to be like, it's Miami's turn. Like it's the Dolphins' turn. It's their turn. That's it. It's time for them to do it. It's it. This is their year.
Well, we have another one of our co-hosts, the president of WCFL Helping Hands Incorporated, Tom O'Dare, is in there.
Yeah,
What's up, Tom?
Hey, Tom.
You doing good, Tom?
Sorry, I'm shit service, but I hear everybody. I love it. I appreciate everybody coming in.
Yep. Gloria, we have a question from a viewer. Who's your favorite gorilla?
Oh, we all know because it's a tradition for me to have my selfies with big sexy Luke. So
Luke, good look, Luke. Shout out to Luke, man.
I know, man. Ever since I was up in the nosebleed seats, I have always came down and got my selfie with Luke. So
yeah, Tom, you got a real bad connection going on. You're breaking up a lot, brother. I want to give a shout out to Taco. I'll be seeing him next week at training camp as well. I'm going to be meeting a lot of new faces at training camp, a lot of them from other shows and stuff. So that's nice to hear that people are catching on to us. And
I'm about to just leave because it's just like in and out.
Dolphin Thursday says, Tom, just so you know, Dolphin Thursday says you have good football taste, but a Red Sox hat will be nicer.
Yeah, we can't.
For Zach Thomas.
Yeah, poor Tom. I just think his connection is not good.
Yeah,
Tom, you want to time back? Go out and come back in, Tom. Yeah, Tom's connection is really bad.
Yeah.
But So I just wanted to, Spirit Fingers, I wanted to let you know, and I said the same thing to Evie, and Maria already knows this. I already was very instrumental on bringing more women onto our platform. Our platform is for everyone, men, women, everybody. Dolphin fans, non-Dolphin fans. We're a peaceful, relaxed setting, no screaming, no hollering. We're not like all the rest of the platform. Nobody wants to deal with that shit when you work at a mental hospital 10 hours a day.
Yeah.
So the last thing we want is all of that. So
You don't even have to work at a mental hospital, just living everyday life.
thank you.
And if you don't believe it, Ethan barely says a thing.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Ethan's our young buck of the group.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all about respect. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you agree with what someone says. The point is, hear the person out, hear their side of the story. If you side with it, cool. If not, who cares? You know what I mean? We all love our Dolphins. We all get angry at different times because of what's going on. And other times we get emotional. We all know I will cry. I don't care because I'm emotional. You know what I mean? So it's all about respect, whether it's man, female, or it doesn't. I don't really care.
We're all going to cry when we see Ethan out in California because we're going to have the actual opportunity of bringing Ethan to his first game.
That's right.
Awesome.
Yep.
So we're all going to be crying that day.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
Unfortunately, I won't be in California. I have trial that week. I'm always.
Well, we will make sure we will make sure we shed some tears for you as well.
Thank you.
That you're not with us.
Thank you. I'll send you a flag so you can have me there in spirit.
You can do that, and we will post flags. And if you send out flags, we will also bring them. I just had banners made too. So anyone that sends flags, I will be packing them and flying them anywhere we go. Right, John?
Yep.
Some of our girls will be out there. Not me. I'm always in trial. Like I almost didn't make Canton because I just settled one of my cases, thank God, because I did not want to miss Zach Thomas,
Evie, you are going to Canton?
Yes, ma'am.
We'll see you there.
We'll see you there. We have about 36 of us going out.
Oh, cool. I wanted to see if we can do something. I didn't, since it was last minute for me, I didn't really plan anything, but a lot of the girls in the group are asking me, are you going? What are we doing? So I need to put my head together and see if we do some type of little meet and greet or something. So
well, we are doing, and you're more than welcome, on Friday night. We are staying at New Philly, the Holiday Inn and Suites in New Philly.
I'm staying in New Philly.
Okay, we are staying at the Holiday Inn and Suites, and I'll be more than happy to send you the link to give you the information. On Friday evening, even if you're not staying at the hotel, we put it out there. We're doing a pizza party.
Okay. I don't know if I can commit because of PFUFA.
You don't have to commit if you show up.
They have a tailgate thing going on that they do, and it's by invitation only, and they bought my pass. So I will try because
It's totally up to you if you'd like to put it out there with the ladies. We're doing a meet and greet at 6:00 in their conference room. Okay. We're doing a pizza party, beer, soda, tequila, vodka.
Oh, you said the magic word, tequila. That's it. That's all you had to say. Yeah. You should have opened with tequila.
So we just figured anybody that wanted to join us, it would just be a casual meet and greet. At first we were going to have a cater, and then I'm like, you know what? Let's just have a pizza party. Everybody loves pizza. So that's what we're doing.
Okay.
So.
Please send me the link.
Sure.
I will try, since I am staying in the area, I can probably either go before or after the PFUFA tailgate. They do this crazy thing there this year, and that they extended an invitation and bought my pass. So, I kind of committed to that. So
I will definitely send you the link on where we'll be staying.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Shout out to Big Nick out there.
Only.
What was that?
I'll be there in spirit only.
We'll make sure we have you there in spirit.
Exactly. My spirit fingers. Come on, people.
We'll
I
have you
just-
there in spirit.
I can't believe they did training camp member weekend.
I know.
Member weekend and member day and the garage sale when everyone's going to be in Canton.
I know. I was so upset when I saw that because I was like, oh my God, I'm not.
I won't be in
able to go.
Canton. I'm sorry to say.
Well, Paul, you're going to be at training camp?
Yes, sir.
Are you going to be there the day of the garage sale?
Yes, sir. I'm going to be there the whole next week.
If you go to the garage sale, look for collared shirts for me. 2 to 3. Pick up whatever they have, one of each, and tell me what I owe you, and I'll set Venmo you the money.
No
That's
problem, no
actually
problem.
how John and I met.
Here's a weird
I'm not
request.
joking. John had put out a message.
Oh, where'd she go?
Oh, there she is.
Put out a message.
Uh-oh.
John had put out a message. Is anybody going to the garage sale during camp 2 years ago? And
Yep.
I had stated I was, and we FaceTimed, and that's actually how I met John.
And she brought me a bunch of collared shirts
Bunch of college shirts.
and mailed them up to Jersey for me so I could have them.
And now you're husband and wife.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was husband and wife.
I have a weird request. If you guys see the little dresses, the little cheerleading dresses for dogs, please get one because my dog has one from my previous dog that passed away, and she looks like a sausage in it because she's like popping out of it. So if you guys see one, I can show you what it looks like. If you see one, please like get one for her, and I'll give you the money for it. It would be a size small.
I don't know who in the fan base said that, but thank you. I can't see because
Yeah,
it's
I was
Facebook.
just going to say that, John.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
it's Facebook.
I'm
that's
trying
the
to get there. I got a long way to go.
Yeah, this is about 4 years, brother.
Jeez.
Yeah, I don't. let
And
mine
it's
grow
not
out
even
wherever
colored
it's
right now.
No, it's right now. It's just white.
not
It's
colored,
not Dolphin
beaded.
season. It stays white during the off season.
Right.
I sent
Okay,
you the
we-
link, Pedro. You should have it. Pedro's out on Facebook right
Hey, goes
now.
out. Shout out to
Yeah,
Lewis. Lewis.
He was at the water park today after he
Oh
got
yeah, he
done
was showing
painting.
off.
Yeah,
What's going on, Lewis?
What's up, Lewis?
I'll be sending out a link for everyone to jump in a little bit. We still haven't really talked about training camp today and all the notes and everything that's coming up. We're just getting to know our ladies of football.
Absolutely, and Gloria, the same thing with Evie. I heard you ladies. If y'all have other ladies that would like to come on our platform, they are very welcome. Just want to let y'all know that.
I put the link in the group chat for the
Got you.
admins. There's only 4 admins, even though we have over 3,100 women in our group. There's only 4 admins,
Okay.
and so the other 2, Candace, she's with her kids and can't, and then Missy is working. So it's just gonna be Gloria and I tonight.
Well, listen, not tonight. For future dates, they are welcome on here as well.
Every day.
You can put it out there.
We are
Yeah.
every Wednesday at 8:45 p.m. and then we throw in some special shows here and there.
Absolutely.
I will, if I have your permission, I would like to invite other girls like our captains and that
Yes,
do our.
the more the merrier.
We have how many captains do we have now?
I think we're up to 12, I believe. I'd have to double check because now we've kind of expanded to XFL. So we have 2 ladies that just joined our captains for those. But I
One
believe
is
we're up to
Brahma,
12 for
and
the
the other one-
NFL.
One is Brahma and the other one is the Stallions, the
Something like that.
the
Yeah.
Roughnecks. Yeah.
So it's
Well-
really exciting, getting more and more ladies involved in it.
Right.
Welcome, Mr. Pedro, the fantastic
Pedro.
painter.
Pedro, what's up, brother?
Hi,
Did you have a good
Pedro.
swim today?
Yeah, it was very exciting. What's up, ladies of football?
Hey. I saw how they were trying to copy your little outfit.
Oh my God! Did you see? I posted on the ladies. I posted on our Instagram the Philadelphia Eagles. Did you see that? They had all they were all wearing that the thing that Pedro wears, and I thought it was so funny. Yes, they were all the players were wearing it for training camp, for opening of training camp, and I was like,
"Oh yeah, I got. Don't worry, I'll see them. I'll let them know. You know, y'all taking my boy style."
I love it.
Look at our Instagram. It's our Instagram story. You'll see it. It was
I
so funny.
tell you,
I instantly thought of Pedro.
Pedro's the original.
The ones they have there for the Dolphins are a joke compared to Pedro's. That's for sure.
No,
They need to copy what you did, Pedro, and pay you some money for that.
I know a friend of mine named Brian Olive. He's a Jacksonville Jaguars. He got painter overalls and had an airbrush designer literally airbrushed the front of the overalls, and it came out awesome. And I thought, I don't know, I like everybody that, I'm not mad at all. I love it. I think it's great, So.
You started a trend.
You started a trend, but the ones that
I'm just a painter, that's all.
But the ones that Miami came out with are just hideous, really.
Well, Miami didn't come out with them. The NFL did.
The NFL did.
If the Dolphins handed me a spray gun, I would paint that whole field. I would spray paint that whole field myself. Just let me do it once.
Hey, you could always move back to Miami and get a job there doing that.
That would be cool.
That'd be very cool.
Oh, actually, I know I miss Miami. The beaches and everything is great, but Knoxville is. There's not much crime, and it's a really nice place to raise your family. And we're only 45 minutes away from the Smoky Mountains, so.
Plus, you have the water park right there, 45 minutes away. You were having a lot of fun today. I could tell.
Man, when a water park and a theme park actually says if you get a gold pass, every time you go to the water park, they give you free food. So I get free meal and a free dessert, which is like $25 worth of food. And yeah, I tore up that food. Yeah, I was like, wow, it's like a family of 4. That's $100, my family, every time I go. So some of them locals are going like 30 times and getting like a lot of money worth of food, which pretty much covers the cost of the ticket. So, wow, I'm enjoying it. I don't know how they can afford to do it, but it comes with the pass. Like tourists can come for a 1-day ticket, and they'll give them a meal voucher as well too. So. But yeah, it's fun. Anybody that comes visits Pigeon Forge, Sevierville, we have a brand new Buc-ee's that opened. It's the world's or the country's largest until there's one in Texas that's going to open because that's where they started. So they're going to have the world's largest, but we're going to have it for a couple months, I guess, before the other one opens. But
after that one in Texas opens, they're supposed to open up one in between Ocala and Gainesville here in Florida. It's supposed to be even larger than that one.
I thought the Texas one was going to be the all-time greatest, and they were just going to be like, because that's where they started. But hey, we'll see. So one in Florida.
I know the one in Florida is supposed to be 73,000 square feet.
That's right. They go by how many gas pumps and the square footage, and it's like I said, it's a Walmart gas station basically.
Yeah, it is.
And the brisket ain't all that. Okay.
Well, you can't get better. You really can't get. Hey, for a gas station and all, you can't get better food. It's better than Wawa's and any of the other places out there.
Yep.
I know it's a spot here in Philly that sell the best chicken ever, man. Gas station chicken at 2 a.m, man. I'm telling you.
I just think anything at 2 a.m. after you've smoked a bit is going to be good. So it ain't going to make a difference whether it's gas station or not.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little bougie when it comes to food. I've been in the industry for 20 plus years. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know what's good and what's not. Trust.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah, but I think after a night of partying in the clubs and drinking, and you hit up that, that Denny's at 4 or 5 in the morning and watch the sunrise from your table, that is the best food ever.
Yeah, my place is the Waffle House around the corner.
You got to remember, Ethan's still learning all this stuff. So
let me tell you, I've seen some. I live in Miami, and so that Denny's at 6 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday, or on a Saturday morning at 5 in the morning. There's some interesting people rolling up to Denny's at 5 o'clock in the morning in Miami.
I can imagine. Trust and believe.
Oh gosh. I've seen it all.
I can imagine. Trust me. I can definitely imagine.
There was
Can
a
I
lot
do a
of
quick shout out?
Taco is saying we're making him hungry. Taco, go have a taco.
Yeah,
I'm
there we
gonna do
go.
a quick shout out to my daughter that she's watching. So hi,
Shout
babe.
out.
Her name is
I
Tanya.
want to talk a little bit about, Miami and training camp today. I don't know who saw what saw who.
Let's go.
I was
Saw that.
the catch.
By Tua.
Well, the catch from that Jalen Waddle got with Javon Holland right there on top of him was
Yeah, man.
catch.
40 plus yards, give or take, right?
Yeah.
Great catch.
On the money.
I know from what I heard, because I was listening to Richmond Webb and them guys at Finside a little bit. There was a drop ball by Hill, and he was not a happy camper about it, which is good to see.
Sure.
It's not like, oh, I dropped it and it's just practice or anything. He actually grabbed the ball and punted it. He was so pissed off and everything. And so it's good to see that they're going all out, even right now at 105 degrees, 110 degrees weather out there and stuff,
Well, to add on to that, they had media yesterday with Jalen Ramsey, with X-Man, with if I'm missing anybody, guys, just let me know.
There was one other I can't think.
Yeah, it was a few players, and you can see the demeanor. X is coming there with a chip on his shoulder. That's the person that is right now that I need to see with the chip on his shoulder. I'll sit there and say this. I was in attendance for that Baltimore game last year. I was really upset he didn't get the interception. I was upset that it was one of the games that he did get burnt. I know he wasn't 100% last year, but I expect him to have a chip on his shoulder this year because I guarantee you he heard it. You can't tell me he didn't hear all the criticism from the fans, all the criticism from the analysts.
Especially because he held out and he got what he wanted and he didn't do what he was supposed to do for what he got.
Absolutely. Right. Absolutely.
Well, it's nice to see Wilkins not holding out, Sealer not holding out, and even Williams.
Right.
Connor Williams has come to training camp. And
read my mind, Paul. Yep. Mm-hmm. Nobody's holding out, which is fantastic.
It's saying something to these other players on other teams that are.
Well, that, and I think with the depth we have, some of these guys can't hold out.
Right, absolutely.
Because they're afraid they ain't going to make that 53-man roster.
Right, they won't have a job if they're not there.
Yep.
Yes, Raphael, thank you for reminding me. Waddle did have a drop pass as well, and Bethel did cause a fumble, which one of the UDFAs actually recovered, which was nice to see.
Thank you, Raphael.
There was a lot going on tonight. My short-term memory sucks, when you're trying to listen to the guys and remember things at the same time.
At least you didn't say it had anything to do with old age.
Well, it depends on who you ask around here.
That's right.
Also
Don, you be quiet.
Yeah. Since you're the oldest one on the panel there, Maria.
I think, John, you might be sleeping on the floor when you come down, if not out in the doghouse.
Listen, when I fly from Jersey, I'm not worried. There's always a place to lay my head. I don't care if it's on a park bench.
That's true. But it's never on a park bench.
Nope.
Never has been because of you and Holly. Absolutely.
That's the way it's always going to be.
Yep.
I read today that Teron Armstead got put on the PUP list. I'm not sure what it is. I didn't get to read more.
Because of his toe.
I know what it is. I know what it is, Ethan.
Go ahead, Pedro.
He had a scope on his knee about a month ago, and it was just a knee scope, and Armstead will be 100%. And that's a big thing because that toe was, like Maria said, boy, it was just a bothersome thing from last season,
Right.
Right.
So that wasn't worrisome. The coach said that he come off of that PUP list over the other two that were on there, which I don't know the other two players that were put on that list.
When was one of them?
Armstead is just precautionary right now.
Yeah. And when was the other one that I know of?
And I think Wynn is a little bit on the precautionary side too, I think, from what I've heard. Yeah.
Listen, over the next few days, we're going to see a couple more get added to that. You know, guys, hey, something's not right. All right, you're not practicing. Sit down, relax.
Yeah, they're not going to chance anybody getting hurt.
Left tackle Liam held his own versus Chubb and Phillips.
Well, that's good news.
Phillips might have twisted his ankle a little bit, looks like.
John, did you see that? You see Phillips and Chubbs doing their little pre?
Yeah, I saw that.
You seen that, Paul? Okay,
yes.
So that was like a pregame drill where they're doing like hand movements.
And yeah.
It was a great little video, man. I thought that was cool, man. So I'm ready for Chubb and Phillips to break out this year because Phillips looking, God, he's cut to death. I'm sure the ladies can add to the Jalen Phillips talk, you know.
Hotness.
Yeah. She's using her fingers as fans now.
Put your question up, Taco, and I'll read it out. Taco, put your question up, and I'll read it out, brother.
The other one that was on the PUP list was tight end Tanner Connor.
Hey, guess who's back from last year? Like we had two players. I got some news. We got two players last year that they got hurt during the season. I think one towards ACL. Trill Williams, right?
Yes.
And Jones.
Yeah,
Brandon Jones got hurt, right?
Brandon Jones. Yep.
And I think they're going to show up healthy, which is great, man. Because let's hope they manage the injuries better this year.
They had Trill Williams was seen in some of the practices today, and he was looking pretty good.
Yeah,
I bet he looks great.
Hey, can I take a quick shot for Gary? Can I do a shot for Gary?
Yes.
Shot for Gary, man, to start the season, man. Rest in peace, my man, bro. We love you. We miss you, bro. Everybody that met the guy, they know him. They know, bro. He's like his aura is like. It was cool, man, because I'll tell you a story. I mean, quick story is I met him at boat camp. We were sitting there talking about this big $1 million yacht or $2 million yacht parked there. And then another boat with like 4 or 5 engines in the back. We couldn't believe it, or 6 or something like that. It was incredible. And then he put his name tag on me, and he said that what I'm doing with the autism thing was cool, with the awareness and everything. And then I told him that, the name tag thing and him being the mayor, representing the Dolphins as the mayor was a cool thing. But then at the game would always give me a shot of alcohol, and it was not Goldschlager, it was probably Fireball, I'd say he'd give me. So shot to Gary.
A different shot. He always had like something exotic that we've never heard of.
Angelico.
Or like peanut butter whiskey.
I got that right now. Yeah, peanut butter whiskey.
I think the very first one whiskey was apple crown or something like that.
Yeah, he always had something exotic, like something fun that I wouldn't buy at the store, And he had his people, like he would pick who he wanted to give his shots to, and it was pretty interesting. Like
it's amazing how people you meet and they pass away, how they affect you, compared to like never meeting them, and never knowing the person,
too. That was one of his favorites.
Okay, Taco's question: what do you think about Tua's full arm tattoo?
I love
it.
Right.
I love it. Like 3 thumbs up. Like, oh my God, I love it. Like so hot, so sexy. Love it.
That's a hell of a lot of work. That's a lot.
I did my research on it. Yeah, I did my research on it, and I know the meaning and how long it took and everything. You guys ready?
Let's go.
I did my paper.
My man.
All right, so Tua's tattoo has a meaning. It's for his baby. Did it for his baby boy. Let's see, where did I write that sucker down?
He interviewed today on his interview today that he did. He talked about it and he showed it to everybody and said that it was for his son and the Samoan meaning behind it and
the culture. There you go.
Yes. It's beautiful. But I don't know how long it took. He didn't say. So please let us know.
Go ahead, Pedro. Let us know.
No, I was good. I was letting her time, man. Ladies of football, special guest.
Yeah, she said let us know because she didn't know how much it took.
Oh boy, it let's see. After Samoan tradition, represents. Yep. Let's see. It took 2.5 days
I believe it.
Three sessions, 2.5 days work on that tattoo.
Damn.
Is that, and he did the hand one that's like the tapping? Does it say that there? Because the Samoan tradition is Samoan.
Well, that's
tradition
It says guidance and protection. The meaning of the tattoo as well.
I love it. Like those tattoos are so amazing because you say what you want, but they pick, like, the person that does the tattoo is not just a tattoo artist. They're like the spiritual guide, and they tattoo what your aura is saying, and it's like, it's really amazing. It's all ceremonial, and when I saw it, I was like, yes, I love it, love it, love it, love it. Like, obsessed with it.
Yeah, but not just the look of it, but the fact that he's put on weight, he's looking stronger. I'm just like, yes, this is what we need.
Yeah,
well, he's doing everything possible that he can do to make himself a better football player, a better quarterback,
and that's
a
what I
better
love
person all the way around.
I love him so much.
And he's private too. Another thing about too is they went to him. You know, has anybody seen that Netflix quarterback thing on Netflix? He declined because he just had a baby. He's got another baby on the way. You know, it's more of a thing in his life where, you know, he wants to stay private, and I respect that, you know.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, he even said that if it wasn't just about the family, if it was more about football, he probably would have done it.
Yeah.
But they put too much personal life in it.
Yeah, he did the interview that he did today. He said that. He said that they had a
Hey, we want to see that though.
It's good for him to keep. It's good for people in the spotlight,
right?
To keep their personal life private. You know,
I agree.
Raphael thinks Tyndall and Goody will be bye-bye amigos. He also says Tua is a small version of The Rock.
I met The Rock on 2 occasions. I don't know about that.
Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that the Dolphins made a trade offer for Barkley, Shaquan Barkley?
Yeah.
Little story come out on that, but nothing happened. I guess happened right before we signed our 3 running backs. Go ahead.
No, you're fine, Pedro. I did see a little bit on that today.
Yeah. Well, I mean, until Cook signs with a team, he's still out there as well. And we tried to trade for him too. I think we looked into that too, but that didn't transpire. I'm just glad that we got a guy at Greer that just keeps on trying to get us better and better and better. And this year, I'm so excited. I've been saying 11-6 this whole time, but maybe before the season starts, I might bump it up to 12 games because they looking like they're gonna win 11, 12, or 13 games all day.
Our man Dan Burke's out there watching us and loves your background, Maria.
He loves my background. I'm in the dark.
Gloria. Gloria. I'm sorry.
I appreciate it. Yeah, of course, I got to represent Tua and my favorite, Thomas. And I'm kind of bummed I'm kind of bummed Tom's not on here because Tom's the one that got my personalized ones.
Yeah,
he was on earlier, but having some problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one who got all my personalized ones too.
Yeah, I mean, he even was able to find my a patch with my caricature, which was awesome because I was having a hard time finding that.
Wow. Hey, Gloria, you know what I want to buy this year that's going to be tough to find? I don't even know if it's available yet, but I want Barrios' number 0 jersey. I want the number 0 jersey. And I've looked up on it and there's no it's like I don't know when it's coming out.
Him to get it. Just ask
Tom
him to get it.
O'Gara.
Tom O'Gara will get it for you.
All right,
$50. Tom O'Gara will get it.
Yeah.
What if it ain't out yet?
He can get it.
Tom can get anything.
Shoot, we'll get it customized and make it ourselves, right? Put the 0 ourselves and the name Barrios on the back. Why not?
Yes. And he's done all my personal ones. I'm actually getting one for October, a nice pink one.
Yep, I have the pink one.
Yep, I'm getting the pink with the white letters. What's that envelope you got there, Pedro?
It's mail from you.
Oh. Well, show everybody what you got.
Look at that.
Nice.
I got a sticker. And wow, cool. I got a magnet.
All right.
And then I got another magnet.
Sweet.
Wow, thank you, Paul. Appreciate it.
Hey, my pleasure, brother. You do a lot for us, and we appreciate you.
Look at that. Hey, you know that's going back in the back of the van, right? The work van, right?
Oh, yeah.
I got a collection going. If everybody doesn't know, I'll do a live video and I'll slap it on there. And yeah, I appreciate it, man. Cool. I love it. I love the logo that let's give a shout out to, was it Wayne Collard, right, Paul?
Yes, Wayne Collard designed the logo.
He designed the Tennessee logo as well, and I'm sure a couple other groups, man. Shout out to Wayne Collard, UK group.
He did the logo that you see behind me, and it's just great. We love it. It's on the flag behind Dolphin winners there as well.
The flag was great.
He did a great job of it. I got a flag for Maria. She'll be flying up at East 12. And like I said before, I'm taking one flag with me to training camp and try and get as many Dolphins players as I can to sign it and then raffle it off later.
Right. Hey, we got the ladies of football, and let's say go USA with the women's playing the Netherlands right now.
I actually was trying to get it on the TV. I don't know if you guys saw it.
It's on right now.
I was like trying to get it on, and I'm like, damn it, because I just put the new Fire Stick on my TV in the living room, and it doesn't have the app that I need, and I was like, damn it, and I couldn't.
I don't even know if I'm recording it right now. I should be, but
I know I'm missing it. I was like.
I got Finn's trivia for you ladies.
Oh goodness, I heard
you got a special guest. Yeah, Finn's trivia whenever Paul's ready. But any other Finn's news out there from training camp to talk about?
USA is actually down 1-0 right now.
Are you
USA down 1-0?
I'm not watching it.
I just put it on.
Well, it's still the beginning. It's still lots of time to go.
In the 38th minute, so.
It's because I'm not watching. That's why. I'm their good luck charm. Just saying.
Nothing wrong with that. We believe in luck charms. I'll take luck over skill any day.
I mean, skill's good too, but
Yeah, but I've seen many people say they have skills and they got none.
That's what's going to happen with Aaron Rodgers. Let's see how much skill he has now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as I said, it's just history repeats itself. When Favre went to the Jets, the Dolphins won AFC East.
Well, I just wanted to give you guys some breaking news from my brother Keith Matheny. What's up, Keith? He sent me in the inbox that Dalvin Cook is going to make a visit to the Jets sometime this weekend, and they are $1 million apart.
But they got to pay state taxes in New York, so.
Right.
But you know what? After all the drama that he just had with this domestic violence issue, I really don't want him over here. We don't need the distraction here in Miami.
Boy, when I read all the details, boy. Go ahead, Stevie. Go ahead.
We have our running backs. There are no Dalvin Cook and there are no Derrick Henry, but we got our running backs. We're good.
No, I think we're fine. I think we're totally fine without Cook.
I think so too.
I'm not going to condemn the man on something that is not been proven guilty yet. He's
this is all proven
guilty.
Yep.
That's true, but I just don't want the distraction in Miami. We have other things to focus on right now.
I agree with you.
That was craziness between them both, Evie. Let me tell you, the details are incredible. I'm like, wow, they both messed up.
And that's what I'm saying. We just don't need that distraction and that drama and all that extra.
Hey, I'll be cool if he comes, Evie. But if he don't, he don't.
Yeah, it would be
either
cool.
way.
It would be. I mean, who wouldn't want him? Obviously, but, if he doesn't come, it's all right. Well, good luck to wherever you decide to go. We got our squad. We're good. You know what I'm saying? We got our squad. We're good. Don't bring your talents to South Beach. We're good. We don't need it. And by the way, we're not in South Beach.
Don't bring your drama. And don't bring your drama with it.
Exactly. That's my point. We're good. We're all set. We have our. We have our squad, we have our guys, we have our players. They're meshing well. They're building bonds, which is what wins plays, is when you look out for each other, and that's good. Good luck to you, Dalvin Cook. Would have liked you here, but if you're not going to be, then,
How excited are you, Gloria, for this season? How excited are you? Because I ain't asked you that yet.
I'm super excited.
Like, this is the year. This is like, Super Bowl run. This better be playoff win is all I'm saying, Like
I've been telling everybody, I feel it in my fins. It's coming.
It's coming, girl. It's coming. This is it. Like, come on.
How many wins? Come on now. I think Maria, what'd you say, Maria? Was it 13 you said or 12?
13-4.
All right, what you got, Evie?
You know what? I'm going to side with Maria on that
13?
one.
Oh, my God.
I think 13, too. I looked at the schedule.
13. All right.
It's gonna be like the Dan Marino number.
Yep, I was like, it's Marino's number. Let's go.
Last year, I said
that's enough to win the division, and that's enough to get me in Miami to go to that playoff game in Miami, because that's where my money's at. I'm going to skip some of the regular season games and go to the playoff game, but I'm risking the Dolphins going to Buffalo. I'm risking them going to the Ravens in cold weather, and I'm just banking that they win, so that way I can go to Miami and be with y'all, for the playoff game.
It's going to look even cuter when we beat Aaron Rodgers twice. Just saying.
Oh, man. I'm thinking we could beat the Patriots twice, and I can't wait to do it in our old school uniforms. Have we talked about that? The two games?
I'll be there.
Cowboys game and the Patriots game.
Yeah,
it's the home game of the Patriots, and then the Christmas Eve game, right?
Yep.
Right.
All right, here's another stat. Y'all already know about the Cowboys, right?
Joe actually wants it at all times.
Yeah, he said that today, I think.
Now, Paul knows this. You know this, Paul, right? Now, we've beaten the Cowboys in the Orange Bowl, but we've never beaten the Cowboys at Joe Robbie Stadium. Never. Not one time. If y'all didn't know that, this is the year, baby. Christmas Eve.
This is our Christmas Eve gift.
This is going to be it, man. Last Christmas, we kind of, choked that Green Bay game, but, all
God,
good.
That was the worst. I was so upset, too, because I almost got into an argument. Well, I did get into an argument in the stands with somebody.
I got to hear this.
Seriously, I don't want to put it out there because
you're good.
It wasn't in a good lighting, but
Did you win the argument?
I ended up actually being the bigger person and allowing, because it was an elderly lady and handicap, and her daughter got all in my face because I was standing, and I was like, these are my season tickets, like I freaking pay for them so I can do whatever I want. But then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be the classy person here. And I turned to them and I said, why don't you switch seats with me? Why don't you sit in my seats and I'll sit back here? But it was like and then afterwards she was crying and she turned around and asked me for forgiveness because, she said that was very sweet of me and that she really appreciated it. And I was like, next time it'll make you think twice about being an asshole. And, there's a saying that says you catch more flies with honey. I'm like, maybe you learned a lesson here in Miami today. Because of course I was going to be a bitch about it after she, I wasn't going to let her get away that easily. And tears didn't soften my heart the way she treated me, But I did decide to be the bigger person and switch seats with her, and more so for her mom that was an elderly person than her, because she was nasty. She was nasty. And I was like, bitch, I paid for these seats. These are my season ticket seats. Like, and this is a football game. It's not a ballet. We're going to stand up. And I'm in the lower levels, like right by the deep end. So it's crazy. Like, I am going to stand up. That's what you do in a football game.
I feel bad because of how tall I am, Evie, but it is what it is,
You're tall.
Like, if I stand up, I'm looking behind me like, dang, bro, I feel bad, but, it's first come. In sports, like the people in front of us when we went to the Orange Bowl for the Vols game in the Hard Rock Stadium this past year, the people in front of us were mad because the people were standing and they were elderly people, and the attendee was lucky and put them in the bar section right next to us where they had room to sit and stretch and everything, so they handled it the right way, but it's kind of hard telling a person that it's like, I know it's common courtesy. They're buttholes for standing, because you stand up when everybody stands up. Right. But when you buy that ticket, you got a right to stand up whenever you want, The
funny thing is that the daughter was standing up the whole entire time too. But because she wasn't standing in her mother's way, it was okay. But because I was standing in her mom's way, it was an issue. And, I mean, the funny thing is that the people that like Gloria knows where my seats are, and all the deep end, like they're right there, and I've been sitting there for a while, so the people around me already know me. So they all jumped up. They were getting ready to fight this lady, and I was like, "Nah, you know what? It's all good. I'm gonna be the bigger person. Why don't you switch seats with me?"
I don't understand why more people don't stand up. You're at a football game. You're supposed to be here and cheering for your Dolphins. I'm sorry. I've never been to Buffalo. I've seen their stands. Everybody is standing up. Why the hell are we all sitting down like we're at a ballet, like Evie said, watching some game? No, get your ass up. I don't want to see you screaming. I want you to stand on my chair and start yelling.
Thank you. That's what it's about. And if you go to I don't know if you guys have ever been to an MLS game, like to the Inter Miami games. Those people do not play around. Okay, those people. I was shocked at the things that they get away with bringing in there that we don't. They bring in snare drums. They
fireworks.
Fireworks. They're like huge, gigantic flags.
Smoke. Pink smoke.
Yeah. And I was like, whoa. And those people don't play around. They're like,
well, you know,
on their feet.
I'm lucky in a sense. I sit up in 361. I'm in ADA seating. The people right in front of me, there's only one row in front of me, but they're down lower where they can stand up. I can stay seated.
Oh, nice.
And not have my view blocked at all.
Lucky.
But now I have like 4 feet behind me, and then you have the bar, which is only about 6-8 inches higher step up than where I'm sitting. But those people are sitting on bar stools at the bar counter, but I still can't stand up that much because they'll get the attendants will get on to me about blocking their view and stuff.
But it's like, you know, I'm sorry. Like I used to sit in the deep end. This is something that gets me heated. I used to sit in the deep end, and you're laughing, Pedro, because you know it's right. Like, I mean, one of the reasons I stopped sitting in the deep end, besides the fact that it's hot as down there, and I just can't.
You're in the sun.
I'm old already. I can't like regulate body temperature that much anymore, like I used to when I was in my 20s and 30s. So no, I'm too old for that shit. So one of the reasons I don't sit down there anymore. Another reason is because these people. This is the deep end. Okay. These people that buy their tickets behind the deep end, they complain the whole entire time that we're standing. And we've had Jay, rest in peace. How many times did he get into fights because people were telling him to sit down and he was like, "Nah, man, like this is what we do. We stand up in the games." And it's like, we're in a football game, you guys. Like, if you want to sit down, stay at home. Watch the freaking game at home.
Hey, my wife didn't get it, man, at that Orange Bowl. I said, "Look, babe, they can stand all they want. They can stand. They bought the ticket in front of you, so they can do whatever. You know, that's just the way it is, you know?"
My season tickets, like, you know how much money I paid for my season tickets for someone to come and tell me that I can't stand? I'm like, bitch, please try and make me sit down. Because I do. Like, please. That's where you see that Cubanita come out in me because no.
You ready for the fun? The Fins trivia lady.
Oh, geez.
It's A, B, C, D.
Oh,
so
my
it's
goodness,
simple.
they're going to be putting us on the spot.
It's so simple.
I was just telling my friend Yesenia how I think I have Alzheimer's already because I can never remember.
Let's have some fun.
Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, I had COVID a long time ago. Ever since then, my brain is a fog.
And I had cancer, so yeah.
We're going to start with Maria. Holy moly, this question got me.
Wait, did Maria get me tacos? That's my question.
Did I give you tacos?
Did you order me some tacos?
I ordered you tacos.
There we go.
All right, hit it.
All right, this one's going to be
your
yours.
opening game is tacos and empanadas.
Oh, that's good stuff. I love empanadas, boy. Golly. All right, so who was the first Fins quarterback to pass for more than 400 yards? A, Greasy, B, Marino, C, Earl Moore, or D, David Woodley?
Greasy, I think it is.
Can we use Google?
That is incorrect.
What did she say? I didn't hear her.
She said Greasy.
Greasy is not the first quarterback to throw for 400 yards.
Okay.
That was
Evie?
my turn. Like, can I Google it?
Well, you can. He gave you. You already got one answer knocked off the list, so you know it's not greasy.
What was the third one? I don't remember.
Oh, I can give Eva the next question. I mean, I got 5 questions, so I can get all 3 of them. But
Hey, let's get the first answer.
oh, okay.
Okay, so
Well, who wants to guess?
was the first Dolphins quarterback to throw for more than 400
Yeah,
yards?
who was the first Fins quarterback to throw from 400 yards? Was it Greasy, A, B, Marino, or Earl Morrell? Morale, my bad, or
Morale.
David Woodley, and it's not Greasy, so it's either B, C, or D.
I'm gonna go with the obvious, Dan Marino.
No.
Okay.
No, I knew it wasn't
That is
Marino.
Incorrect.
I knew it wasn't either. I was gonna pick.
There's
Greasy,
only
but-
Earl Moore left and David Woodley.
Well, it had to be.
And it's
Earl Moore.
Woodley.
It had to
It's
be
I'm gonna say
Woodley.
Woodley. Thanks to David who gave me the answer.
It is Woodley. It happened against the Cowboys back in October 25th, 1981. We lost game 28-27, and he threw for 408 yards.
That's insane.
1981,
Well, now-
October.
Well, now Tua's going to do it on Christmas Eve and break Woodley's record.
He's gonna do it on Black Friday.
Didn't he throw over 400 against the Ravens?
No, he's going to do it Christmas Eve against the Cowboys
Oh.
and break the record.
Okay.
I think
That
Tyreek
would
can
be
get
epic.
2,000 yards.
that would be like full circle moment.
That would be totally full circle and epic. Christmas Eve against the Cowboys and breaking Woodley's record.
And
be
we
great.
win because we lost that game.
That's
Well, it's not a
right.
record. He was the first to throw over 400 yards. We know
Right.
Marino threw plenty of games over
Right,
400 yards.
Right.
Who's got number
What's up,
2? You
Big
want it,
Nick?
Evie, or you want it, Gloria?
Go for it.
Evie? All right, Evie. What was the largest margin of victory in Finn's history? It's easy now. Four answers. The largest margin of victory, was it A, 44 points? Was it B, 48 points? Was it C, 52 points? Or was it D, 40 points?
So that we lost or that we won? 'Cause
We won.
lost
The
by a
most
huge
points of margin of victory, which is the most points in the game, was it 44 points, 48, 40 points, or 52?
margin. I know that we lost by the big, huge margin, and I'll never forget that game.
This is the largest margin for a victory. 44, 48, 52, or 40 points.
I'm gonna say 44.
That's what I was
44
gonna say.
A is incorrect.
I suck at this.
Anybody else, Gloria, Maria?
I'm gonna
Ladies,
say-
since you are the special
what was-
guest.
What was
52 points
40.
in 1972.
We got
against the Pats.
40,
already gave
52,
the
and 48 left.
I'm gonna say 52.
Okay, 40 is incorrect. Gloria, 52 is correct.
Yes.
It happened-
1972 against the Pats.
It happened way back in November 12th, 1972. We were 8-0. We were 8-0. We stomped the Patriots 52-0. 52-0.
Holy shit.
That's what I said. What the heck? That didn't even score a point.
Well,
I'd
real
love
quick,
to see that this year.
That's what I'm saying.
With this defense, we should.
I would love to
That'd be
see
great.
anything.
real quick, everyone. If you don't know him, I want to introduce Big Nick, who's on the panel. He's a
Hey,
great guy.
what's up, Big man?
Did somebody say Miami Dolphins trivia? Oh my God. Fins up, everybody. Fins up.
Fins up. Great to have you on our platform, man.
Who we talking to?
Big
Big
Nick.
Nick.
Big Nick, man. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. Finn's trivia is cool, man. It's fun.
Let me tell you something. I can marry Fins trivia. I can marry and live happily ever after.
That was
with
fun,
a
man.
whole
Did you
bunch
see
of
that
Fins
trick
trivia.
question? Did you hear that first trick question, man, with the 400 yards, man? Everybody, I thought it was Marino too, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
No,
Yeah, I got it wrong.
now if anybody knows me, I played quarterback in
David
high
Woodley.
school. My number was 16. So if anybody knows me, I would have known that David Woodley.
David Woodley. Look at that. You knew that then, huh?
Yep.
My moniker used to say Big Nick down since '82. That's because we went to the Super Bowl with David Woodley. And that's when I was like 12 years old. And that's when I guess most boys, that's when the understanding of football, because I distinctly remember asking my grandfather, why is he running right in the middle of everybody when he can run all the way out there? You know, I didn't understand the concept until I was 12 years old, and it just clicked. I understand football now. So that's when I officially became a Dolph fan.
Nice.
Well, you said you was 12 back in the 72 season?
No, in the 82 season. The 82 season.
82
When I was 11,
season.
I turned 12 in 82 season. Yeah.
Shoots up.
I
So
was
you're
born in-
I'm 40.
I
I'm
was born in
47. How old are you?
I'm 52.
52. All right. Cool.
5'2". Yeah. I was
I'm
born in
still
1970.
friggin' oldest on this friggin'. I wish
You
someone
saw
older
Marino's
would friggin'
career.
come on. John, don't laugh! Just one! Someone older come on this panel!
Hey, listen, why do you think I like hanging out with you and Papa Paul?
Just
John,
one!
okay,
Somebody come
okay.
on this panel that's older than me!
John can actually beat me in a dance battle. I think. I swear he can dance better than me. Look, this guy right here. I'm telling you. I gotta
That's
give him
because
the
his
prop.
hips move, yours don't!
Yeah, his hips move. Mine sure don't.
What's
He can dance,
great
man. He was
about being-
freaking me out when I was going to the tailgate, man. I was like, "Damn, John, you can dance, dude."
So don't worry,
You
I'll
think
be
big
seeing
man only jump?
I can't jump.
he got them he got the rhythm, man. If you got rhythm, you could dance. That's all there is to it, you know.
Okay,
So
what
you
were
need
you,
a little
what were
rhythm.
you about
You
to
got
say,
a rhythm.
Big Nick?
about what's great about being on a panel with Dolph fans that are closer to my generation is that I get to say obscure names like Larry Shannon. You know what I'm saying? like Scott Seacubes, you know, you guys know exactly who they were and what they meant to the team. I remember Larry Shannon because that was the year Randy Moss came out and Jimmy Johnson said, who knows, Larry Shannon can be just as good as Randy Moss.
What's up, Big E? Thank you for watching.
Definitely.
What's up, Big E?
We'll have to get you on here one
Hey,
night, Big
Big
E.
E.
Biggie, if you listen, we got to get you on here, man.
So
Love
what's
that.
what's the next question for any of us there,
Gloria's
Pedro?
turn. Go to Gloria.
Come on, Pedro.
Oh, y'all ready for question 3? Who got question 3? It's Gloria's turn.
I guess it's my turn.
Gloria, all right. Question 3.
Oh my goodness.
Don't worry, baby.
Don't
I-
remember
This one,
Alzheimer's now!
you got a good one. You got an easy one, all right? So it ain't that hard, all right? Which Dolphin is the NFL's all-time leader in fumble return for touchdowns with 6 for a defensive lineman? Was it Manny Fernandez, A? Was it B, Zach Thomas? Was it C, Jake Scott? Or was it D, Jason Taylor?
I'm gonna go with Zach Thomas.
No, it's Jason Taylor.
It's Jason Taylor. Zach Thomas
That
was
was
a
my number
linebacker.
2.
It was Jason Taylor. When he said touchdowns, I knew it was Jason Taylor because Jason Taylor had the most.
Oh, you know what? And I didn't even catch that one.
And
You
he
would think
said
you
that
would think I would know that one since you know
I
he got
said
sweet
Zach
ass.
Thomas too, Gloria. I swear I said Zach
wait a
Thomas. I was like,
second.
no way, because I thought he had 3 or 4, but I didn't know Jason Taylor had 6. I forgot, you
So
know?
why did you give me the hard question about like whatever that I wasn't even born yet? You know, instead of giving me the Jason Taylor question, I knew that one.
You want the next one, Papa Pump? I mean, Papa Paul. I said Papa Pump. That's funny. Papa Paul. You want the next question, Paul? It's your
Oh,
show,
you can
man.
try it. You're gonna.
You want number 4? All right.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
All right, number 4.
My memory ain't what it used to be.
What
Who
is
is
this?
the? Hey, this is a perfect. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Pedro.
This one was made for you, Paul. Wow.
Okay.
Who was the first Fins player inducted into the Hall of Fame? A. Was it Paul Warfield? B. Jim Langer? C. Larry Zonka? Or D. Bob Greasy? I can repeat it if you need me to, Paul. Who was the first player inducted into the Hall of Fame? Who was the first Miami Dolphins player? Was it A, Paul Warfield, B, Jim Langer, C, Larry Zonka, or D, Bob Greasy?
I know it. I think I know it.
I think I know it too.
I'm thinking it was Zonka.
I don't think so.
It was Anka or Warfield?
I think it was Warfield because I think he was already a veteran when he came to the Dolphins.
Yeah,
He
'cause
was
he had
already
played
basically
quite a few years before he got to the Dolphins.
Yeah.
It was
I think he was like
Paul
34.
Warfield. It was Paul Warfield. He had, and we already know this. I still can't believe it, bro. This stat, it's amazing to me. He had 20.1 yards per catch average. It's the NFL's highest in NFL history with a 300 catch minimum. My goodness.
Well, maybe we
That
can see
was-
that again out of somebody. Maybe
I didn't
Waddle
think
will break that
the
average
Fizz
this year.
trivia was going
I
to be
would
this
love
difficult.
for-
It's
I would love
I'm gonna let
tricky.
you know right now, my husband's watching, and he just sent me a text message telling me how disappointed he is in me that I did not get that because he thought for sure I would have gotten that one.
But yeah, like I mean, Gloria, I love you, but that one.
You know what? I'm gonna blame the bourbon. I'm gonna blame the bourbon. That's all I'm gonna say.
Buffalo Trace, yo.
Oh, hell yeah, old fashioned Buffalo Trace. Thank you.
Water.
All right, what's your last one, Pedro?
You want it, John?
Sure.
All right. And I actually have a bonus question. I have 6 questions, so we're gonna have to flip for it for Dolphin winners and Ethan. I was just kidding. All right, so let me see. Number 5. Okay. Ooh, I like this one. All right. How many losing seasons did the Finns have during Don Shula's 26-year career as a coach? Was it A, 4? Was it B, 2? Was it C, 10? Or was it D, 8?
2.
Wow, you're really good, man, sir. You got it correct, sir.
That is a softball question. Just you. That was a lob.
One other night.
I thought it was 4, so I got it wrong. But 2, I couldn't believe it. I was like, that's why the young generation. I feel that they don't like some of these younger generation ain't never seen Marino play. Some of the younger generation ain't seen Zach Thomas or Jason Taylor play. So,
well, you're talking about Ethan right there.
For real, literally.
For Coach Shula to have how many seasons was it? 26, and to only have two losing seasons. Bro, enough said, bro. The greatest of all time. Always. I don't care if Bill Belichick beats that record or not. Don't mean nothing to us,
I got a question for Big Nick. Big Nick, did you catch any of the info or anything on today's training camp?
As in,
just anything, read anything, catch any of their talk show?
No, just what you guys, the same thing you guys saw on YouTube.
Yeah.
As far as the highlights, but no. What I did find interesting is that doing that deep throw to Waddle, did you guys happen to see, and from what the organization is hinting at, letting you know how much they like this player, did you guys happen to see who was at left tackle?
Nope.
No, who's that left tackle?
Kendall Lamb was running with the first team.
When in Armstead.
Kendall Lamb was running with the first team, which is great. Yeah, which is great because we definitely need a real swing tackle. And he started.
You're talking about the backup to Armstead? The left tackle?
Just development of the linemen. Just to go against the ones and the twos.
Yeah.
Kendall Lamb, this is his. They like him. He started the game last year and he played pretty well.
Yeah, they were talking about that. Yes, it's going to be a battle at left tackle for backup, and even maybe they're hoping Wynn gives a good battle for starting.
I'm hoping he go to guard. I'm hoping he's at guard. Yeah, but I mean, but again, see, I'm not as down on the offensive line as everybody else is because I can't be because somebody said this. They said the fans may have moved on from Jackson and Eichenberg, but management hasn't. And then that made me think like they know way more information than I do. So who the hell am I to move off with them? So
Yeah,
I'm under the belief that if they believe in them, I believe in them. Because everybody that comes to the Miami Dolphins is a Hall of Famer to me. So,
Oh,
I could just be the homer biases, but I trust what the people that spend way more time and have more information than I do. I trust them.
do you think everybody on this panel thinks that the Dolphins are going to win a playoff game this year? Everybody?
Yeah, yeah.
I think the Dolphins going to win the
Everybody.
Super Bowl.
Okay.
I
I
think
think
we're
we're
gonna
gonna
go
go
deep
I
in
think the
the
Dolphins going to
playoffs.
win the Super
We're
Bowl.
winning more than one.
well,
Wait,
I
what?
told you.
Wait. Let me hear that again. What?
I think the
Ethan?
Dolphins are
I
going
heard
to win
Super
the
Bowl.
Super Bowl.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, let me say it this way. The Miami Dolphins will be the representatives for the AFC in this year's Super Bowl.
Yes.
I say we
don't
make the
know.
championship game. I don't know if we're going to win it, but I say we can make it. All we got to do is win the home. If we win the division, we can win that home wild card game, and then it's all about that division game. That's it. Once you win that, then you're in the AFC championship game.
I
So
totally think that we'll be the AFC East champions this year.
Listen,
I'm
if
tired of
we
limping
win
into the
13
playoffs,
games,
ain't y'all? The
if we win
last three
13 games, we
playoffs.
might be home for all of them.
That's right.
Oh,
And
man.
If I'm being honest,
We win 14 games. We at home for all of them. You're right.
14-3, like I said, I'm sticking by my prediction, 14-3, and I've been saying this, and I'm saying that we are beating Philly. You keep saying that we're going to lose to Philly. I see us beating Philly. We have
that's
to beat
the only
Philly.
team I worry about.
If we're gonna be the elite team
We
that
have to
everybody
beat
is
Philly.
speaking
Yep.
about, the
Yep.
two crucial games of the season that we have to win is Philly and Kansas City. You got to beat the
Absolutely.
last two representatives in the Super Bowl to be named and even in a sentence of going to the Super Bowl this year. You have to.
We
Listen,
can't.
I'm
it's
sorry.
great.
Patrick Mahomes and his tight end is not enough to beat the Dolphins. I don't care what anybody says. With this all-star defense that we have, Patrick Mahomes and Kelsey is not enough to beat the Dolphins.
Look, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. I'm not, but you got to understand that every year, like last year, we didn't know Tua was going to get concussed.
True.
We didn't know we were going to win 5 and then lose 5. The
True.
year before that, we won 7 and we lost 7. I'm
True.
tired of winning so many games and losing so many X amount of games. I want it to be like, win 2, lose 1. Look, the normalcy of being a balanced team.
When it comes to tour, you can't plan for flukes. You can't count flukes. You have to count it as you see it. And I'm not going to ever anticipate a fluke. All of his injuries have been fluke injuries. They haven't been he got his ankle rolled or his elbows banged up. They've all been Jesse Davis missed a block and he got crashed by a 300-pound guy. And the rest of it was fluke injuries. So I'm never counting flukes. I'm never going to do it.
Yeah, I don't think it'll happen again this year, the concussion thing. I think Tua can be healthy. I think if Tua plays all 17 games, he can be the MVP talk and get 4,500 yards, 35 touchdowns,
Let's back up a little bit. Last year, when Tua started the season and we had won those 5 games before he got injured, there was talk about him being MVP.
Yeah, he was third. He was third.
It was all over the news. It was all over the news.
It wasn't against great teams, though. It wasn't against we got 6 tough
But it
games,
was
6
against
playoff
NFL
teams.
teams.
Pedro, that's what I was going to say. This
beat some of
season
those.
is a tough season
This is a tough
that we
season.
have ahead, and we've got something to prove right now.
Yeah.
Baby,
really do.
Cowboys.
We have one of the toughest seasons
Yeah.
in the NFL.
Yeah, we
And
have
you know what I believe?
Second hardest on the schedule. Second hardest.
So here's what I believe as a lifelong Dolphin fan that I've never seen before out of this team. I believe this team believes that they're the best team in the NFL.
Amen.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You know what I mean? So that means something to me. That team believes that they are the best team in the league.
That's what we were
Because
talking
this
about
is
earlier.
the first
that I was
time in a
saying
long time they have confidence in themselves
that's what I was saying.
because of their coaching.
Yeah, that's what I was saying
every
earlier, that it shows there's a difference between the team 2 years ago than the team that has been under this new coach, Mike McDaniels. He's brought that confidence into the team that we didn't have before. And so
Right.
once you built that confidence and you built that team commodity and you're going to believe that you're a team that's going to win and you're going to start winning games.
Evie, Gloria,
And
the
got
last
best general
time we
manager
won.
in football. And you got the best general manager in football.
But what I'm saying is when's the last time we won 12 games? I mean, that was back in 1990. I mean, for us to do what we did back in 1990, everything's got to click. Everything's got to go right. The injury bugs, man, can't happen again with Agba, with the secondary, with it could be other people, but it's gonna happen, and it's all about the game management. And McDaniel's getting better about that than what he did last year.
We have to play good the second half of the season, because that's usually where we start messing up, is the second half of the season. And everybody thinks we can't play when it's cold. I mean, we just got to get that out of our mind. I think
Evie.
Yeah.
That 4th and 1, is that going to haunt you against Buffalo? That 4th and 1, that penalty that made it 4th and 6.
Come on. But to be fair, the Dolphins went up to Buffalo this past season, and we played really well.
Almost beat them. Almost beat them.
Said about the Dolphins are gonna tank, or we're gonna whatever when they get up in the cold. We went up there. That was a team that I had not seen in a very long time. I had not seen the Dolphins play like that in a winter game in years, in a very long time, and that was impressive.
And even we did that with our third string.
Exactly.
And I loved how he threw the ball away.
That mindset. We just have to continue with that mindset. We just have to continue saying we are the team that can play in the winter and prove it like we did last year. We would have won that game if it wasn't for that 4th and 1.
Here's a trivia question for you, Pedro. Here's a trivia question for you. Hopefully this trivia answer will ease your mind a little bit about that 12-win season. In the AFC East last year, there was only one team that had the lead in every fourth quarter game they played.
What, AFC?
In the AFC East.
And
only one team
in the AFC East.
had a lead in the fourth quarter of every single game they played last year.
But it wasn't the stinking Jets.
It wasn't us. It wasn't us either.
It wasn't us either. Wow. And it wasn't the Patriots, the Bills?
We was either tied or had a lead in the fourth quarter of every game last year.
Was
No,
it
we
the
weren't.
Bills?
We did not have the lead in the Baltimore game week 2. We were down 35-14.
And Baltimore
In
on
the
the road.
fourth quarter, we had the lead because we won the game.
We didn't have the lead in the fourth quarter.
Not in the Baltimore game.
Going into the fourth quarter.
I don't mean going in. At some point in time in the fourth quarter, we
Okay,
had
well,
the
like I
lead
said,
of every game. Of every game. That's what I
That
mean.
was a Dolphin.
Okay.
The Dolphins,
Yeah,
huh?
that was the Miami Dolphins. We were
Okay.
not only even against the Jets. We had
So
the
we
lead in the
closed
fourth
out
quarter.
games last year is what you're saying. We closed
No,
out
what
games.
I'm saying is we accomplished that. We accomplished that with our second and third string quarterback at times.
Well, one
Imagine
thing
if
I'm
he
looking
won.
forward to.
Imagine if QB1 would have been there all the games.
Well, the one
Imagine
thing
if
I'm
our
really looking forward
defense-
to, I'm looking at just the offense is going to be a lot better this year because they have
Be like
They have a second
1984
year.
all over again.
well they have a second year underneath their belt with the same offensive
Yeah.
scheme.
What were we
Yeah.
last year, John? 9th in offense?
Fourth.
Because I know that, yeah. I think Tua had the yards per pass, which was number 1 in the NFL, right? Yards per catch, right? Number 1.
It's,
Overall, yeah, but our running game kept us out of being in the top
Right?
tier of the league because we just didn't run the ball enough.
Well, we're definitely going to be top 10 offense like we was last year. It's the defense. If they can get up to top 10, and then the special teams we were 31st in special teams. And ladies, talk about the special team. Talk about Barrios. You've seen his body, right?
He's working it.
Hold on. Let's just stop right there for a minute. That little boy got it going on, okay? We saw a picture of him that it spread through the ladies of football that we were like, hold on a second. Is that little boy Barrios? Okay, welcome to Miami, son. Like, yes. We saw that picture. We saw it. We had it up on the ladies of football. We don't just talk football in ladies of football. Sometimes those white
That's
shorts. That
ladies' locker room.
that one time to practice.
Yeah.
That went around for a
Ladies'
long
locker room.
time. Those short little white shorts. That was a hit in the ladies of football for a hot minute. Remember that, Gloria?
All I know is I just remember someone posting a video of him doing some kind of jump lunge thing. And I was like, number one, he's strong, he's fast, but I was like, damn, come on.
See, that proves my point. Ladies gives way more details to a hot guy than the guy gives about a hot girl.
Fact.
Basically, the details guys say. This is a legitimate detailed conversation between two men.
We're seeing all of it. It's not just about it's not all about the eye candy. Yes,
No,
the
we
eye
see
candy
it
is
all
wonderful,
too.
but it's about everything else.
We pay attention
see it
to
all
what he's
too. We
wearing,
just have a different way of
what color
relating it.
shorts he's wearing, what color his
No.
socks were. Like we pay attention to those things because we're analytical. You know, we like.
Here's the conversation. Here's a conversation between two men. A conversation between two men. Before you saw her, this is the conversation. Hey, you saw her? Yeah, I saw. That was it. That was the whole conversation. That described everything about her, what she had on, where she's from.
Oh, let them talk about Phillips, bro. Forget it, man. They're gonna talk forever too. Phillips, man, golly, he's like the next Cam Wake, bro. Golly. And you know, Cam was just built like a beast, man. We can sit here and talk about that Halloween game from Cam, bro. Golly, a walk-off sack for the win. Jesus. Y'all remember that?
My second favorite player of all time. My second favorite player of all
Can
time.
we go back to talking about abs? Because that was an interesting.
Thirsty, I'm the one that has the Dolphins Christmas tree.
Yeah, I have one too. I posted it on Twitter last Christmas. It was like a video and everything too. I don't know which one he's talking about.
Yeah, I don't know which one he's talking about either.
I don't know. I'm getting feedback. I don't know if it's me or some weird feedback.
Someone's either got a second, has two things of the show on.
I think I gotta give Ethan the last question, man. He ain't saying a thing, bro.
Nick, I think you have us on twice.
No, it's not me. It's not me, Paul.
Okay.
Somebody got it. Yeah.
We're getting feedback. It stopped now, but it was
Like an echo. It's gone now, yeah.
Yeah, it was like some weird feedback.
You want the last question, Ethan? You probably don't, but
I'll try it. I'll try it.
you want the bonus question, Ethan? All right, let's get Ethan involved, baby. Ethan, number 6 bonus question. Ooh. Dang, boy. All right. Well, I mean, it's an ABC, you know, these, so that'll help you out, man. My goodness. Dang, boy. Who was the first Fins draft pick? Holy moly.
Damn, I don't even know this.
Like ever?
Ever.
Oh.
Like ever. Was it A?
How am I supposed to know this?
Oh my goodness, right? A, Zonka, B, Greasy, C, Gene, Mingo. I think that says Mingo. I hope it says Gene Mingo, and then D, Jim Grabowski. Grabowski. So Zonka, Greasy, Gene Mingo, or Jim Grabowski.
Pedro,
what you got?
I'm gonna go see.
Got it.
Is it Gene Mingo? It is not.
That's my guess.
Yes.
That's
Grabowski.
Is it D?
It is D. It is Jim Grabowski, first Finns player ever drafted, and I didn't know that. Forget it. There's no way I would have got that.
Break that down because we all learned something new tonight.
You ain't never lied.
Finns trivia. You guys been waiting for it. You guys got it. So.
Wait a minute. I did know that.
Dolphins,
I did know that.
I
knew that. That should have been your question, Paul.
You got to remember the Dolphins. The Dolphins were formed in 1966, but they didn't become into existence until 1970.
No, they were formed in 65. They were granted in 65. They started in 66.
66. Wow.
66 was their first season. George Wilson was the head coach.
Was that the punt return? That first play ever? That the punt return in Dolphins history? The guy ran it back, right?
The first kickoff.
The first kickoff was a touchdown.
Yes.
That was in 66?
Yeah, that was their first year in existence.
Boom. Yeah, that was that. I remember that play. I was like, wow, I seen that a million times on YouTube. It sucks how we got to look at the old plays because we wasn't live back then and we got to look at that YouTube. So I understand the younger generation watching Marino play on YouTube because they never saw it live. You know what I mean? So Jason Taylor, Zach Thomas, look at them on YouTube, man. It's incredible. Their highlight reels, you know?
I wasn't on 66, but I've watched all the games.
Is that Taco? Taco.
Taco, what's up, Taco?
Nice.
That's
Good to see you on, brother. How you tonight?
Great.
There you go. There's who ran the first kickoff touchdown, Joe.
Look at Keith Lamb with the trivia. Look at that. I would have never figured that. I would have never figured that. Wow.
Now, I know I'm going to be at training camp all next week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Nice. Record. Especially A-Chain. Give me A-Chain.
Go live.
Yes.
I will be going live. I will be going live quite a bit before, try a little bit during. I don't want to break the rules, but, you know, I can be a rule breaker now and then.
There's rules when you go to the training camp?
Yeah, I know certain things you can't record.
No, you're not supposed to do any videotaping.
Well, yeah, they don't want other teams seeing what's going on.
Oh, really? Well, shoot, man. Then,
Take pictures.
I mean, it's going to get out regardless, man. That's kind of tough to keep secret, you know, but.
I know. And
They say that over the loudspeaker, Paul? They say that over the loudspeaker, not to.
Yeah.
Whoa, yes. I would respect it. I would respect that. I wouldn't like it, but I would respect that. I'd wait till Miami Dolphins Zone or one of these, you know, Fins groups show it then, you know.
They have the security walking around when you're have your phone out and say, no recording. Please, no recording.
Yeah,
whoa.
I mean, you got to understand that they don't.
Yeah.
I could be a spy for Bill Belichick, you know, recording our. Of course, I said Bill Belichick because we all know how he rolls. Like
Bill Belichick.
Yeah, Bill Belichick. That's what I call him. But,
hey, Paul, look, man, just send me all that info on Messenger, bro. It'll be just between me and you, okay?
You can send it to
I'll
me.
get you taken care of, Pedro.
Man, y'all lucky. I feel so. Like I said, man, with Gloria, man, took a picture with her and the ladies of football. It was like 4 or 5 ladies, man. Jenna, was it Jenna?
Yeah,
and,
Jenna was there.
Jenna and is it Natalia?
Yes.
That you say her name?
Yes.
Natalie. What are you?
Or Natalie? Or is it Natalia or Natalie or the blonde girl?
Yeah, Natalie.
Natalie, all right, and then and Lewis, yeah, her boyfriend, and I remember that picture, man, with the ladies of football. That was a great picture I took. That was during the Browns game, I believe. That was the best game of last year. It was the most complete game the Dolphins had, offense and defense. I'll never forget that Browns game.
That was a game that I wasn't there. I had COVID.
I seen you, Evie, at when Tua got concussed. We were in Cincinnati. We saw him on the stretcher. I was at row 1. End zone, and
I had sideline tickets because you know, Carol and Chris, they get those sideline passes.
Oh yeah. You got a picture with Marino. I'm so jealous.
Yes, I got a picture with Marino and with who else did I get a picture with? I don't remember now.
He tied it up.
I got to meet Tua's dad, you know, on the sideline, and it was like super cool because.
Oh man!
And I had just met his dad. It was like so nice. It was such a great moment. And then I go and I see that happen. I literally, I almost got into a fist fight. Let's just say that because some guy started yelling at me because I was a Dolphin fan, and he started saying that I hope that Tua breaks his neck. And when Tua went down, he was like, I hope he's dead. And like.
Man, I thought the crowd was great, man. Wow, the crowd everybody was worried about him, man. Wow, I didn't get that. Wow.
Not the drunk kid that was sitting next to me, this close to ripping his face off. And so when I turned around, I saw that Tua was still laying on the ground. I totally lost it and started crying. I had to leave.
Oh yeah,
find Chris.
I got pictures of him on the stretcher. Hey, interesting story is my friend. I went with my friend Matt Knievel, and he's so popular that the camera guy got me and him on TV. And the camera guy worried about me. So the picture of me, my head's cut off. because I'm so tall, and it only shows like part of me and
Your
my friend
overalls.
Matt Beneval. And I thought that was great because I looked at Matt. I was like, the camera guy likes you, man. They love Beneval
You were in
Knievel.
another game
But
this
wait.
past season. Which one
Is
was
that because you're tall or he's short?
Well, both. He is. I'm 6'5". He's about 5'7", 5'8". Yeah. It's the height difference. I don't know why the camera guy couldn't put us both in the picture when we're live on TV, but
He wasn't worried about you. I don't.
it was
think,
like
Pedro.
3 seconds of just pure awesomeness. You know how that goes. You know.
Yeah.
But
And then that happened to Tua. I swear, the next play after we went on TV, I swear to God,
Good evening,
Tua got
Richard.
concussed.
Hey,
I swear.
wait,
True story.
I got to say right now, good evening, Richmond Webb, who's enjoying the show.
Rich, that's my boy. Rich, I took a picture with you. You're the greatest, bro.
You know,
He took a picture with me at the tailgate, bro. I love Richmond Webb. I love you, man. Bow down to the
we
man,
all love
bro.
you, Richmond Webb.
Come on, Richmond. We waiting for you, brother. Please come on one day whenever your schedule allows.
Yes,
Cool. We need to
whenever
get in
you're
touch with him,
we
man,
do
and
special
ask him to
shows
be
for
on the
special
show.
guests.
Yeah, that would be super
Not
Give
cool.
us some stories, some football stories would be awesome.
Yeah.
Not just on a Wednesday. We did the show with OJ McDuffie. We did that on a Monday at 8 p.m. So anytime that's good for you and is good for us. And yes, Richmond Webb, we are a family and we love y'all too.
And Richmond Webb is 6'6". When I took a picture with him, I was close to him. It's like Chris Barker, bro. I got to look up to him about 3-4 inches because he's like 6'8" or 6'9", Chris Barker. But Richmond Webb is like 6'6", bro. But he outweighed me by like 100 pounds, bro. I look at the picture like I'm right here.
Chris
I
Barker
want to
is
say this to
6'9"
Dolph
for the
fans.
record.
6'9"? Wow.
Yeah.
5, 6,
I
7,
want
8,
to say
9.
this to
4
Dolph
inches.
fans.
Yeah.
I want to say this to Dolph fans so he can be our next rallying cry. Richmond Webb made 7 straight Pro Bowls in the era where Pro Bowls meant something.
Meant
It meant something being a Pro Bowl selection.
Before they started
He is
doing
way
this
past
Being a
due
Pro
for the
Bowl
Hall of
selection.
Fame.
This
He is way
man was
past
the
due for the
left
Hall of Fame.
tackle. This man was the left tackle of the greatest streak for a quarterback in NFL history, where Dan Marino went the equivalent of an NFL season without being sacked, and I believe somewhere
For
was
1
some
year.
crazy number of 700 something complete passes.
Yes,
before he
and the
was
club.
sacked.
732.
He has to go in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
He
and
has
the
to go to the Hall of Fame.
closest quarterback behind him only is somewhere between 200 and 300.
Bro, keep talking. Keep preaching, bro. This is
The
awesome.
equivalent of an
That's what
NFL
I love about
season
men,
without
like,
being
they
sacked.
have like this trivia knowledge in their heads. Like women don't retain that information. We're just like gone.
No, Richmond
Well,
is
you know,
Richmond,
us
bro.
guys are to some people. Us guys remember a bunch of useless facts,
And
but
we
stuff like
forget
that
some
is
too.
not useless to us.
But
Well,
7
that's
straight
what
Pro
it's
Bowls is
true.
not a useless fact.
No, it's not. But I do notice that women just don't retain that information, and men are like encyclopedias when it comes to stuff like that. And I always find that so fascinating because I don't remember anything. You know.
Well, I mean, a lot of times men do better when it comes to like history, that kind of thing, like events. And so football is similar to that. It's just a history of all kind of football, and men tend to just retain that a lot easier.
Do y'all
I
women
agree
know
with
a little
that.
bit about the cap space and formations and like football knowledge in general about shotgun formations, 4 receiver sets, defense, stuff like that? Like I'm still trying to get it too. I'm telling you, man. I'm 47. I'm still learning it, just like Paul.
That's true. Those are the things that we like capture, because it's more like strategic, And so those are the things that women get more. Men get more like facts and, stuff like that.
I think they learn more plays on Madden than anything, Evie. If men played Madden.
I do love history. So I gotta agree with Gloria some on that.
Yeah,
History
men
is
are
a big
more
thing.
like they're more like capture like statistics and hit because it's part of like history stuff. Women are more like strategic, more like
Oh, trust me, we know women are strategic.
Taco.
I think a lot of that memorization I think a lot of that memorization, especially for me when it comes to the Dolphins, I can explain why I retain things so much because I physically had to pull myself back from the Dolphins, like because it was really starting to affect me in my everyday life. Like I couldn't read the newspaper until like Thursday. You know what I mean? Like I
Your
couldn't listen to
mental
the
health
I
is
couldn't watch
the most
ESPN. I
important.
couldn't
Yeah.
hold conversations with sports fans, and it was really. And I remember the day I had to physically remove myself from that type of emotional pressure I put about millionaires. Man, I was I was out there.
I understand. I understand. It's hard.
Is it Big Nick?
Yeah.
Hey, how many games are we winning, man, this season?
I mean,
She got 11, 12, 13?
I have to preface that question, right? Because I have to say something that don't sound foolish to everybody.
The USA just scored a goal. Just saying, sorry.
That may not be what I believe, but I have to be realistic. I'm gonna go with what what you said earlier. 14-3.
14-3.
Oh my God! Wow. I'm at 11. I'm at 11 wins, and I've been there like that. And I might move to 12 before the season starts, but golly, you guys are at 12, 13, 14 games now. Wow.
I'm saying
Look,
14 games. That gets us a bye week, bro.
Look, like I said before, and I've said it since we
I already
started
said
doing
that
these
we were
shows.
going to win our division. We're going to
But
win.
14 might get us the bye week. We might be the best in the AFC at 14 wins.
Stop it. I'm going to throw up. Don't say that.
I'm going to throw up too if we win 14 games.
Stop it. I'm going to throw up.
I've seen 14 games. I've seen 14 games.
Wow. This is our year.
12 and
I'm
5.
telling you, stop it. I'm going to throw up. I'm going to throw up. No,
I might join, Paul. I swear to God. I might join you at 12 games, Paul, man, before the season starts. I'm really moving towards it.
If I say 12 and 5, that means 5 weeks of misery, and I can't put that on myself. So I gotta minimize the misery.
But I'm a realist. There's always those games that we should have won that we end up losing. That's realism.
And there's those injuries that we didn't expect. That's real.
Subject change. Trigger, subject change, trigger.
Well, 12 and 5, but we win at least 2 playoffs, and that's what I've said from the beginning.
We're going to the AFC Championship game, baby.
Whoa.
And then it's win or lose, you know. That's
Yep.
So
I would love
think,
to be in that situation. When's the last time was we in the AFC Championship game?
Pedro, I have a question for you. Who do you think
You're good.
go to the AFC Championship with? What team?
What team do we play? I'm trying to still
The
figure out when's the
AFC
last time we went to an AFC Championship
talking
game.
about-
Wow.
You're talking
what
about
team
the
do we play?
conference game. Conference game.
What do you mean, like game? What team do we play in the AFC Championship game?
Yeah, you said we're going to the AFC Championship. So who are we playing in the AFC Champion?
I know who I hope.
It's got to be the Chiefs. You know, they're the Super Bowl champs. You know, to be the best, you got to beat the best, right?
Yeah, but
Or the Bengals would be my second choice, but
I'm with the Bengals.
I'm with the Bengals.
I mean, the Chiefs won a Super Bowl with, I mean, wasn't their running back like a 6th or 7th round pick or something? Like, I can understand. Like, that's insane, bro. That quarterback carried them all the way, and his feet was, his ankle or whatever. But that was a little, to me, in that show on Netflix. I don't know, Mahomes. That was over exaggerating the situation a little bit, you know. But to each his own, you know. I'm not gonna comment more on that. I thought he
Dolphins versus Jaguars.
Who said that?
Jaguars. That's very possible.
Jaguars, bro. They balled out and beat the Chargers in a game that nobody saw coming. I know that.
Yep.
Speaking of the Chargers, game 1, I think the Dolphins are going to send a message to the NFL. I think we're going to beat the shit out of the Chargers.
Bro, I'd like to send my uncle a message, bro. Please, man, Big Nick.
Well,
please. I'd love to call him.
As I said, the first 4 games, out of the first 4 games we play this year, no one's going to score more than 17 points against us.
Preach, ball, man. I keep remembering. You've been saying that for a while, man. I remember that. So you said no more than what? 17 points?
Yep.
The first 4 games.
I think the Dolphins are going to bury They're gonna bury the Herbert Tua debate once and for all. Game one.
And
Bro, that's how Tua gets paid right off the bat, bro. You beat Herbert and you
say-
say, hey, shove that 250, and look, I'm getting my 275. How's that?
Pedro, I'm telling you, they're not going to score more than 17 points a game because Fangio is going to have this defense riled up to where they're going to come out and show everybody what they are, and that Fangio is the king of defense.
All right,
And
right.
if we play Kansas City, in the AFC Championship game, just be my last thing. We play Kansas City AFC Championship game. Over under, we don't run the ball until somewhere in the third quarter because Tyreek Hill is just going crazy.
Yeah, but I'd like to see some 100-yard rushing games this year. You know,
We don't run the ball. We give it to Tyreek. We give it to Tyreek the entire game.
I'm tired of not getting 100 yards a game, man, rushing, though. I really am, you know. I know that we got weapons as far as outside, but you got to have a balanced attack, you know, like Kansas City did.
We had over 2,000 yards rushing last year, Pedro. We had over a team yards, 2,000
Yeah,
yards.
we were 18th in yards per carry. I remember that.
No, I mean,
year.
total yards, total team.
24th overall, I know that. Huh?
Hey,
total team rushing, we was over 2,000 yards.
Shit, I just want a 1,000-yard rusher on the team, and I want Tyreek to get his 2,000 yards too.
I'm going to put this out there, Pedro, for you. For you, Pedro, I'll put this one out there. We're going to average no less than 120 yards rushing a game for the season.
Shit.
I like that.
I like that too. That's a bold prediction.
That's crazy. That is a bold.
You can only get like maybe out of the 17 weeks, if you get like 10 or even 8, 9, 10 100-yard games, that's incredible, man. Out of the 17 weeks, you know.
I'm telling you, like I've been saying, A-Chain is going to be in the running for Rookie of the Year.
I can't wait to see him run. I can't wait to see Burials do some kick returns, and I'm interested in the special teams. I'd like to hear what.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Talk about.
I said without a shirt.
Oh, without a shirt, you want to see him? I want to see that number 0 jersey. I'm going to buy, or I'm going to get in touch with. Where is Tom, anyways, O'Gara?
He's at the beach and he had no connection.
He's at the beach, my man.
Number 28 on kick returns. Number 28 on kick returns.
Who, a Chain?
Yeah.
A Chain's gonna get some opportunity to return it too. You don't put Waddle or Tyreek out there. You put a Chain, the rookie. And in my opinion, put Burials out there. In my opinion,
I think Burials is punt return and A-Chain.
You got to remember what OJ said about
right?
being a punt returner. He doesn't believe A-Chain will unless he's done it before because catching that punt is one of the hardest things out there. He said.
Yeah, you dropped that ball. We're mad at you, bro. Instantly, like what the hell?
He was a kick returner in college, though. He was a kick returner.
Okay, well, kick return's fine. Doesn't mean you can be a kick returner. Doesn't mean you can be a punt returner.
I don't think he's going to return punts. I don't think he's going to return punts. And I think our new hands guy alongside Tyreek back there returning punts. Believe it or not, I think it's going to wind up being.
Where Gloria? Oh, there she is.
It's going to wind up being Jalen Ramsey. Our hands guy for punts.
We'll have
All right, guys, I gotta get going. It was good to talk to everybody, but I gotta be up early.
Well, it's the best show, man. We had a great show tonight.
Yep. Peace, love, and
Guys, before we go on, can I just
Hands up, guys.
Hold on. Go ahead, Maria.
Bye, John.
I don't know if anybody has seen the flyers, but there is a memorial at Lulu's at our home opener on the 24th. Okay, actually the night of the 23rd, I'm sorry, after our cruise. So if anybody wants to come to Lulu's, we are doing a celebration of life for the mayor at 6 p.m. And then we're going to do a vigil on the beach with luminaries and candles. If anybody has not seen the flyer, we are also doing patches and shot glasses in honor of him that we thought would be pretty cool for us all to have on our jerseys. And it's the one that Holly designed that's on the flyer. of him with the stadium and
Yeah,
the Angel Wings
Angel.
and the East 12.
The best.
That's actually being put as a patch
Mm-hmm.
if anybody wants to purchase them. And we are actually doing shot glasses with
Okay.
him on them as well.
Gary died of cancer, so why not make it all go to the DCC? So what you're doing, Maria?
All of the profits are going to the DCC, and they are being split. All of the profits are being split between Southwest Florida United and South Florida Dolphins United.
Maria, make sure you get pictures of that directly to me, and I will make sure they get up on the screen the next couple talk shows, or the next few until the beginning of the year anyway.
I will send the flyers over to you so you can post them if you'd like. So, like I said, any of the proceeds, we have the shirts, we have the shot glasses and the patches, and all the proceeds, like I said, will be going to the DCC in Gary's name, divided between Southwest Florida and South Florida, the two DCC teams, because it's me, Allie, Holly, that are putting this together. So we're dividing all of the funds between all of the team members.
Wonderful.
Good for you. Yeah, or good for the DCC and Dolphins.
While we're at it, the A chain shirt.
There you go.
I've taken orders for that now, and I'll be putting the order in a week from today. $30 a shirt. It's a good breathable self-wicking shirt.
I've seen the design. It's cool. A-chain.
And there was
who else
comment.
was an A-chain, right? Right, Paul?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know. This is A-chain 2.0, baby.
There was a comment about on this
A-chain.
picture right here. It's Lamar Miller, but I've had that adjusted and everything. We have
nice
fixed where it is A-chain on it.
Yep.
I just don't have that current one up here right this second.
I don't understand all the bandwagon fans are going to jump on the Dolphins this year. Let me tell you. Bring them on, bro.
How the Rook get that great
I'll
number,
welcome all you guys. Welcome.
How does the Rook get that great number? Off the bat, the Rook get that number 28. Like, there's got to be something special there. Nick Needham had to get 40.
Oh, right.
Oh,
A-chain. What do you think of A-chain, Big Nick? He's going to average 5 yards a carry, 4 yards a carry. We're gonna see that speed, right?
Okay. I am a true Dolphiner, right? But on A-chain, I reserve judgment because I don't know much about his college career, so I don't just want to jump on.
Gotta see highlights, yeah. Gotta
so
study
I'm more focused on the bona fide elite players on the team. So that's what I'm excited about.
I am a little bit different. I've seen the highlights. I've seen his stats, and the boy's incredible.
I believe so. It just hasn't hit me yet. The train, like it just hasn't hit me yet because
in his sophomore year, he averaged over 30 yards in receiving, over 30 yards per catch in receiving his sophomore year.
Wow.
His junior year, he averaged, I think it was 27 yards receiving in his junior year. In his sophomore year at Texas A&M running, he averaged, I think it was 8.7 yards. In his junior year, he went down a little bit, but it was still over 6 yards or close over 7 yards to carry average.
Can I ask you guys a question about something?
Yes, sir.
We don't live fine fastest, though.
If you think about it, then you really know that the Dolphins have made it, or is it just me? My desire is to see the Miami Dolphins with features on the NFL pregame shows. Like when we come back,
we're the talk of the town.
We'll be sitting down with Sharon Armstrong. Like that hasn't happened in years for us.
Years.
And I just want to see that happen. You know, like on NFL Game Day on ESPN, a feature on the Miami Dolphins for once. You know, that's when I know that the rest of the world know we made it. We're here.
Look, the way to do that, though, Big Nick, is you don't look. Pick the toughest 6 games, right? It could be the Chiefs, it could be Philadelphia, it could be the Cowboys, it could be the Bills, right? 6 games. You got to beat half of those teams, and we couldn't do that last year. We only beat the sorry teams, man. We got to beat like these playoff teams, man, and show that we can hang with them, and that's what I've been waiting on.
It's coming, brother. It's coming.
I understand that argument. But right now, the Miami Dolphins, all we have to go on is that paper, right? That's every team in the NFL right now. We're basing everything off of that paper. And I believe we are a top 3 team on paper. So that means I want the rest of the world to understand that, and we should be featured day 1, week 1, game 1. Not after we beat 5, 6 teams. Right away. We deserve to be right away.
I agree.
Okay.
I really want to go to Miami for a playoff game this year at the end of the year. I really want to.
You will. You will.
I got.
Up,
I want to ask.
A
favor. I want people to be quiet. I want to hear from Ethan and Taco. They've been sitting back there being quiet.
Yes.
I want to hear some stuff out of Ethan and Taco.
I know for sure Pedro's going to be in Miami for a playoff game. Playoffs are going to run through Miami. I'm just excited, man. I'm so fired up. I get to go to the first game of the year thanks to Tom, Maria, and everybody that's helping me out. I'm pretty excited about that. So, I mean, it's going to be a good year.
Bro, Ethan, why don't you learn the haka dance, bro? So you could do it when you go to the first game, bro. You could be entertaining everybody like I do, bro, when I go to a game, you know?
Like Daniel.
You know what the haka dance is, right? You know, the Samoan, like,
yeah.
That's gonna be your homework. That's gonna be your homework. You're gonna have to learn that.
Yeah, I'm gonna learn that.
You will not be allowed to any more games. You will not be
Oh
invited.
shit!
I want to give.
You got to learn Samoan quick.
Everybody gets hazed. That's gonna be yours. You got to learn that, or you won't be invited back to a game. So
that's your initiation into the game.
No pressure, but
they're gonna be at East 12 waiting on you, Ethan, when you go to your first game with Tom, bro. They're gonna be waiting for you.
Yeah,
the West Coast. I want to give you guys your flowers.
You won't be invited back to East 12 if you don't know this.
I want to give you guys your flower, West Coast, because I was this years old when I found this out. This is something I actually learned because of you guys. I did not know the Miami Dolphins never had a mascot until when did you say 99? I think you said or something like that. I didn't know that. I never knew that we didn't have an official mascot.
Pedro,
mascot?
Yeah,
I mean, somebody in the uniform, somebody in walking around like
you had that as a trivia question, and I think it was 2004 or 2009.
I didn't know that.
No, it couldn't have been 2009 because I had season tickets in 2009, and we already had a mascot. So
we always had TD.
Maybe.
Huh.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
Hey, we had Flipper back in the day. I know that. That Ace Ventura thing wasn't a myth. That was real.
No, we know that, but we never had a mascot in a costume not until 2004, I think it was.
Right.
Wow.
Maybe.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that either.
Hey.
See, I'm learning all kinds of stuff today. I should have been taking notes.
Right? Hey, you learned that Jason Taylor is the man, right?
Oh my God, don't even. I wasn't even paying attention. I heard Zach Thomas and I was like, that's it.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
She looked on Zach Thomas. She was like, that's it, Zach Thomas.
I didn't even hear the whole question. I just zoned in into Zach Thomas.
Look, come back next week and redeem yourself, ladies. Come back next week. My trivia questions, they'll only get harder.
I cannot be here next week, but I can be here the following week. Next week, I got to be early.
I'm one of the few that love the new logo.
That's okay.
I'm one of the few that love the new logo.
Join us anytime.
Yeah, the new logo, man.
I'm one of the few that love it.
I gotta get a super at the Crack of Dawn on Thursday to fly over to Canton. So,
Evie, you like the new logo?
I love everything.
You like the new logo, Gloria? The new logo we got, the flipper, flying flipper, or you like the old school?
Old school. You guys know I'm all about the old school. The new one, I mean, you grow to.
Finally, I know it grew on us.
It looks to me, it looks like a cruise liner.
Well,
I'm
I'll be
one of
honest
the
with
things.
you. I'll be honest with you. Originally, I hated the new logo, which is not new anymore. But originally, I hated it, and then it just now it looks a little bit more.
How do you feel when Sunday night? No, not Sunday night. How about this? On Christmas morning or Christmas Eve, you're watching the game and you see that old logo come out, man. I don't know. That does something to me. It does.
There you
It
go.
does something to me.
But I like the logo that Paul has in his background. I don't like the
Ooh.
logo he had right before.
There
he
you
got the
go.
new logo. That was a little too cartoonish. I liked it at the time because it's what was our logo.
It's on my tattoo right there, the cartoon one right there. There you go, Evie.
Yeah, but now
What was
looking back on it, I kind of like this new
Cartoon.
logo. It looks very mainstream and very like modern, and
Who's that? Who's that?
I'm gonna tell you what I like better about the
Oh,
best
nice,
part about
Taco.
the best part about the new logo is that I don't know about you guys, but I love the color scheme. I love
I
the
do
change.
too.
I love the variation of the changes of the orange and the green. And there's no cleaner white in the
He's
NFL.
not jumping
than
through
Miami
no
Dolphins
sun
white.
sphere though. He's just like flapping, like Flipper just went up in the
Yeah, I
air
like
and
it
just.
though. I like
He's
it.
like
I
belly
like it.
flopping down or something.
Well,
But
you want me to tell you when we first got that logo, I complained to my rep, and my rep gave us the regurgitated speech that they regurgitate back to you, and the whole thing was about like, well, a dolphin flipped up like that, it's ready for fighting.
Flipper.
That's how a dolphin prepares to fight, is flipped up like that, as opposed to like this. He can't defend himself when he's like this. So I was like, whatever, but
Dolphin Denny, bro. Let's not talk.
Technically, the mascot
Wow.
on the sidelines.
Oh
during
my
the
God!
I
whatever
remember
happened
him.
to that guy?
During the 80s, yeah.
Whatever happened to him? And what was Dolphin Dolly? Do you guys remember Dolphin Dolly?
He had them short shorts, boy, the Dolphin Denny, bro. I remember them short orange ass shorts he wore and that hat. Who?
I agree with you, El
Dolphin Dolly?
Capitan.
Dolphin Dolly.
Dolphin Dolly.
Go around in states all the
There's nothing
time.
about the Miami Dolphins suck. I disagree with nothing about the Dolphins suck. Nothing.
Oh God, no. We sucked for 20 years, but now anybody says we suck, they're just I don't know. They're imagining things. I guess I don't know what
Nothing
the
about the Dolphins suck at 1-15. Nothing about the Dolphins suck.
No, and that Camarillo play was the loudest the stadium has ever been that empty. Never happened again.
I just don't understand how the rest of the world isn't Dolphins. To me, that's the biggest trivia in life.
I can't believe that the Jaguars and the Buccaneers are getting more TV time than the Dolphins, who've been around longer than the Bucs and the freaking Jacksonville Jaguars.
Here's the thing. I can answer this for you, Pedro. The reason why I'm saying this is this.
They want a playoff game. That's why.
The number one up. Our record in prime time is not well. I mentioned this before.
It's not bad. We've won some primetime games.
Pedro. Last season we looked putrid.
We won the Sunday night game last year against Pittsburgh Steelers. We won
wait, but let's be technical about this.
I thought we were pretty good on primetime.
Pittsburgh dropped four interceptions. They dropped 4 interceptions. Let's keep it a bean. I love my squad.
Against what game? You're talking about the Steelers game?
We're talking about the Steelers game. They dropped 4 interceptions.
Yeah, we didn't play that good. I know. I was there. I was at that game, buddy.
We pulled that out our asses.
That was my first Sunday night game, I think, bro.
Yeah, I'm going to say this. We have to make a statement, not just against the Charger game, but when we got to go up to Foxborough, I will be there in person. We need to whoop their ass in Foxborough.
Absolutely, for sure.
And ain't no and in front of the whole nation and the world. When everybody is looking at us, when we're the only game on at that time, we need to sit there and show and prove. And sit there and show to the world.
We also need to beat the Jets, because this whole hype around Aaron Rodgers, like
Evie, I think we split. I think we split to the Jets. I think we split to Buffalo, and I think we beat the Patriots twice. I think our AFC East record is 4-2. And I'm happy with that,
Listen, I'm sorry to tell you guys, but I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to be what
we're going to beat him twice.
Out to be. Okay, I don't think
that would make my week. That would make my year.
Aaron Rodgers has had his time.
You're saying we're going to beat him twice. We're going to beat Aaron Rodgers twice.
Yes.
Remember, Green Bay beat us. Aaron Rodgers beat us the last game.
I know he
We're
did, but
gonna
he was
beat
with
the
a
Jets.
different team.
But he was with a
Right,
different team.
right.
He's now with the stinky, sucky Jets.
That's what makes it even worse.
And wasn't that the boringest game ever, week 17, bro? It was that's one game that I really don't want to go back and look at, which is that Jets game that got us into the playoffs. Wasn't that the boringest damn
It was my
game
birthday,
ever?
so to me, it was like perfection because we beat them on my birthday.
Thank
so I
you.
was, like, happy.
That's all that
Oh,
matters
it was
to
your
me.
birthday, Evie?
Yeah.
Wow. It was like a low scoring, like defensive battle. And I think the game was like a low scoring game. It wasn't no
It was
fireworks
11
at all.
I was a little
11
bit
to
drunk because it was my birthday. I don't remember much about that game.
It was 11 to
Gloria
6.
and her friends and my friends decided to throw me a surprise party at the tailgate. And
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
well, I don't remember much about that. I just remember this black bottle with pink writing on it getting like shoved down my throat. And
Well,
I don't remember much
what
about the
game? What game was that again?
That
It was
the
the Jets, the last game. It was your birthday. Gotcha.
Yeah. So I just remember winning, but I don't remember the details about the game. It's a little fuzzy to me.
We won 11 to 6.
That's a fantastic birthday, yo.
Yeah. I was like, all I want for my birthday is to win and to beat the Dolphins, and we did. Because
All I want is to take a picture with Dan Marino like you did. That's all I want. But hey,
Hey, Pedro, your day will come.
maybe Gloria. Who took a picture with Dan Marino other than Evie?
I have 3 pictures with him.
Maria, yeah. What about John? Oh, he already went to bed. That's right.
Yeah.
What about Taco? Taco, you ain't got a picture with Dan Marino?
No.
You know who has a shit ton?
Hey, Taco's got a famous picture. Let's talk about that. Hey, he was featured on a picture with Brian Flores that went viral because he had the best smile. Taco had the best smile next to Brian Flores. I'll never forget that picture. Talk about that, Taco. Where was that at? When that happened, that picture?
It was at the training camp. And I told myself I want to take a picture with the head coach. And then after that, 5 minutes later, he came to me. He's like, "Oh, I'm the head coach of the Dolphins." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "For real?" I'm like, "I don't know who you are." I'm like, "Brian Flores." I'm like, "Oh, wow. Can I take a picture?" And then after that, they surprised me. And then they called me in the stadium. "We got a present for you." And after that, it was by the team store. And it was right in front of the store. And then
They plastered it everywhere, bro, your picture. It went viral because it was just the greatest smile. It was a beautiful smile with Brian Flores. It was incredible, man. It was the best picture I've seen with Brian Flores still to this day. It was great.
Well, there's talk that the Jets might get Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs. Back up.
Wow.
From Buffalo.
That might be interesting.
Buffalo.
I mean,
we're gonna be number one. We're gonna be number one.
like if they get Dalvin Cook and Josh
Bro, if we get Cooks, bro, it's on, bro.
No, I'm saying if the Jets get them, then we might have
then we got to freaking battle him in the Bills, and the Bills get him. Oh my God, it's. I can't believe that it's out of one of the AFC East teams for Dalvin Cook.
I honestly don't think he's going to go to the Jets. I think the Jets are dangling a carrot in front of him, but he would be really, really stupid and only show he's got no mentality. If you're going to go to the Jets for $8 million, when we offered him $6 million, he's going to wind up paying he's going to pay 40% in taxes. He's going to come out with less than what we offered him.
Or less, yeah. Yep.
He's going to come out with less than what we offered. So that's a really stupid fool's play.
Exactly. You know what I'm hoping doesn't happen to him? The same thing that happened to Odell Beckham Jr. that he ended up not getting picked up by any team because he was,
That's what's happening. He's being greedy. He's being stupid because he's got good offers on the table.
Yeah,
he wants to be.
I hope that he doesn't end up like Odell Beckham Jr. Odell Beckham Jr. ended up not getting picked up last year because he was like trying to hold out for better offers and better offers.
Hey, I'm sorry. What's happening with running backs is freaking me out too, bro. Just like everybody else, that's freaking me out. You got these players are in the top 100 list and they're available. That's crazy to me. Like Henry, Fournette. I mean, what
Well,
the
Fournette
heck,
Fournette
man?
just got
Cook.
signed. Yeah.
Hey,
But
I'm
they
proud of the three players because the top 100 come out, and I think we got the first 50 out, and we got to give a shout out to those players, ladies. You guys know who they are. They're Armstead and Tua. And who's the third player that made that top list of the top 100?
Was it Christian Wilkins?
It was Wilkins, yes, sir.
Sure
It
was.
was Wilkins.
Maria,
It was
El Capitan
Wilkins,
thinks you're
Armstead, and Tua.
spicy, and he likes it.
And it feels good to have them in the top 100. And Tua made the top 100 being injured and concussed. Really? Really? Wow. Wow. Who would have thought he would have made the 100 list? I didn't think he would have made that list with all the concussions he had last year, but he did. I mean, Tua would have threw for 4,500 yards last year if he didn't get hurt.
Oh,
He was on his
absolutely.
way.
You know what? I think the way they're looking at it is, I mean, I would be looking at this, still looking at, you know what? If he didn't get concussed, he would have blown everybody away. He would have. He would have blown everybody away.
But he wasn't. The only thing I got to knock on is that I'm tired of beating the crappy teams and not beating the good teams. Like, can we beat like either the Philadelphia Eagles or the Chiefs? Can we beat one of those teams, please, this year?
Beat them both.
But you know what?
Can we beat the Bills?
We can beat them
again.
But you know what?
We beat them both.
Pedro, look at it this way, though. Okay, if our team stays healthy and stays on their feet,
That's 13, 14
we
wins.
only lost to the Bills in a playoff game by 3 points with
And
a
I'm
third-string quarterback.
And I swear, I'm so proud of Skyler. Let's give a shout out to Skyler Thompson. When I saw him throw the ball away, next play, throw the ball away. I'm like, nothing's open. Throw the ball away. I was like, dude. I was like, that's smart as hell. Because he didn't make the mistakes that many of these freaking quarterbacks make.
They get sacked and then use large.
And it wasn't his fault on that 4th and 1, you know? It wasn't his fault. That 4th and 1 was on McDaniels and the stupid timing of the damn.
That. Why do you keep bringing that up? Do you want me to like have nightmares tonight? Like
we had that game, bro. It's just we gave the Bills back the clock and they ran out the clock. But that 4th and 1 or that 4th and 6 would have been it right there. But the percentage went down the minute we had a penalty.
But you talk about wanting to beat the better teams. We've competed against the better teams, and we didn't lose to them by much. With our second and third string. Right. So imagine with your team being healthy, what's going to happen this year.
It was that 3-game stretch, man, that everybody knows, that horrific 3-game stretch against the San Fran. And then, it was started with the Chargers and then San Fran and then the Bills. It was such an 0-3. 0-3.
What about the Ravens? That great comeback. That shit was crazy. That was a good one.
Oh, that was my favorite game last year. That 4th quarter, I've seen it like a million times, bro, and I still can't believe it. I know that they had 3rd and 4th stringers out there at cornerback because they were thin, but my goodness, when Tua threw that ball, it was in stride, and that just answered all the questions last year that we had about Tua's arm strength. It was over with in that Week 2 game. Done.
That was like, I remember. Was it that game where you saw
we were like MVP?
That you saw the guys up in the whatever that little boxes, and they were like, did you see that? Did that just happen? Was it that game that they did that? That it came out on TV, and they were like, wow, did he just throw that pass?
You know, Winters was there. Winters, you better talk about this Ravens game you were at, bro. Let's go. You were at the party, the tailgate. You were damn jamming. Tell me what the fans were thinking at the beginning of the 4th quarter when you guys were about to leave. Because I know some Dolphins probably wanted to leave.
I was sitting with Volley Fanatic. Shout out to Volley Fanatic.
Okay, guys, I'm finally getting home.
All right.
Night, guys. Fins up. I've got to get to it's a long day.
Yes,
I got
ma'am.
work in the morning. I'm out.
Fins up.
We're going. This show's badass. Let's keep it rocking, baby. Right, Paul? We're keeping it rocking, right? Let's keep it going.
Yeah,
We're still going for right now, yes.
All right, let's go.
So basically, right?
The U.S. and Netherlands.
What was the final score?
1-1.
We tied.
It was a draw, yeah.
Oh, we didn't lose. Thank God. All right, go USA, baby.
Well, as El Capitan says, no more excuses.
Absolutely.
I know, right?
I don't know who's asking this question, but to me, it's a no-brainer question. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? We are.
If we can get past that AFC Championship game, if it's the Kansas City or Bengals, man, woof. It's gonna be a game, bro.
I just found out
Philadelphia this year. Like, to me, like, I really, 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 really want to beat the Eagles. Like, seriously, that's
okay.
Be like,
I got a little funny here for you. That question actually came from my wife.
Oh, let's go, bro. What was that?
My wife is the one who asked the question, who's going to win the Super Bowl?
But yeah,
as she's sitting on the couch over there, winking at me.
definitely. Evie, I'm with you. I'm with you, Evie. I live here. You already know. I have Dolphin gear on every single day. I got a different hat on every single day.
You was at the game. You saw Tua throw 4 touchdowns in 1 quarter.
Actually, Mr. Winters, I plan on being there for that game. So
definitely, I'll be looking forward to you coming up.
Philly?
I have like my Dolphins. My ladies of football Philly girls that are trying to hook me up with some good tickets, and so.
Hey, wouldn't this be odd if wouldn't this be odd, y'all? Think about this. What if Tua really beats Jalen Hurts and Herbert? Now think about this. He beats the 2 quarterbacks that got extensions, and he didn't get an extension yet. Imagine that.
Exactly.
Against the Eagles and week 1 against the Chargers. That would be like
really, really, really want to beat the Eagles. Like, that would be like my Christmas present. I know it's not near Christmas, but it would be like Christmas, birthday, Valentine's Day, everything all in one.
It wouldn't help like record-wise. They're an NFC team, Evie, but a win's a win,
I know, like it wouldn't improve or make our odds, like it wouldn't like improve us or make us less because we're not an
Put up or shut up. The Miami Dolphins are tired of the excuses. It's time. Oof, God, I like Lewis.
Yes, I agree with you 100%. If you haven't noticed, El Capitan, Cap for Life, has joined us in the panel.
Hey,
yo, what's up, El Capitan?
No. I appreciate it, man, but there's only one El Capitan. I just stand back in the cut and I just embrace the craziness.
I'm very
nice. I appreciate you guys, man. I just wanted to check out the young bloods over here, man, representing over here. I like it.
Absolutely.
Well, there ain't no young bloods here left. Ethan done left.
Come on. Hey, who's this? Who we speaking to?
El Capitan.
El Capitan. Pump us Dolphins up, El Capitan.
It's not El Capitan. I was wrong on that.
Who is it?
Cap for Life.
Oh, my
Cap for
bad.
life.
What's up, bro?
Hey, pump us up, baby. Pump us up.
The one that was giving us all the answers to the trivia questions.
I might get them wrong my damn self. There was a pretty good one.
Oh, you like my trivia questions, man? I know they stumped me. I couldn't believe it wasn't Marino, that first one. That Woodley was like a trick question, bro. It's like, what?
Nope.
I know that Gloria's never going to live down the whole.
Oh my God, I'm not.
Well, for the older generation, but the younger kids, man, they never get that.
Flip on the ladies of football group.
Well, the one that I always like, I get a kick out of, is the first guy to catch the touchdown and the last guy to catch the touchdown from Dan Marino.
Who was it?
Yeah, tell us.
That's a good question. That's a trivia question there, man. You said the first catch was Clayton or Duper, bro, from Marino, right?
No, the first touchdown catch, I think, was from Joe Rose, and the last one was, I think, Rondé Gaston.
Right, nice.
The last one?
Good job. Gaston, Orlando.
Rondé,
yeah.
Rondé.
Yo.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah, man. What do you guys got on the table tonight, man? What's the agenda? What is the topic at hand?
Oh, we talked about training camp. We talked about trivia questions, and just I'm glad to see that the Tyreek situation is pretty much resolved, except for the NFL and Roger Goodell's side of it. Man, see if
We talked about everything.
hopefully he lets it slide,
Yeah,
and then
we've been-
Dalvin Cooks and go ahead,
We've
Paul.
been on almost 2.5 hours now, so
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I gotta get my
Bring it, Cap. What you got? What you got for us, man? Training camp. You saw that pass
man.
from
How's your
Waddle?
wife doing, Papa, man? She's doing all right?
yeah, she's doing good. She's doing good.
That's
she's
what's
still
up, man.
trying to
That's
get her
what's up.
sugar under control, but she's
Oh, that's a
doing
good question. Yeah,
She's
Nancy.
doing good. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But from everything I've been hearing from the guys so far has been, pretty much what the depth at D tackle has been showing out. The secondary's been playing pretty good. X is, pretty much playing with a chip on his shoulder.
You
We're
think
hearing
you
the running
think
backs
you
continue.
think Jalen Ramsey's gonna outplay Howard this year?
Oh, probably.
I mean, you would have to hope. You would have to hope and pray, man. Because like we said numerous times, all the money is allocated to the defense. So
Ramsey, yep, got a
as
ball.
much expectations as we have for Tua, the defense. We got a lot of money invested, man.
Hey, I'm down with that. If the Dolphins can have a top 10 offense, a top 10 defense, they did that in 1972. Now the problem, can you talk a little bit about the special teams being 31st and how Barrios and company is going to get it to be a little bit better this year? Cap?
Well, for me, it's mind-boggling all the complaints we had as far as secondary coaching last season, and for Crossing to stay, and for us not to have any cemented kickoff returner or punt returner.
Right, and we kept the special teams coach, right? I was like, what? Like, he ain't fired either? The defensive coordinator was fired, but you were 31st and you didn't get fired? Like, what's his name? Is it Bevel or something like that? Or I forgot his name, the special teams coach. But
No, it was Crossing. I forget his first name. But
Crossing? All right. Is he going to do a better job having Barrios and company and a Chaney? You think a Chain's going to do punt returns too and kickoff returns?
Well,
running back, the rookie.
We got, like Papa was saying, it's just it's too much of a I don't know, man. It's a convenience.
I don't want to be 31st, man.
You have to use, man. You can't get any worse than what you were. You were replacing guys back and forth. You were putting in freaking Javon Holland at one point at kickoff returns. That I was not comfortable with.
Nope.
Like, you got to have somebody back there, be it if it's going to be Barrios or A-Chain, but they have to be consistent, because if we were scared to use Tyreek and Waddle in those situations, you can't be scared this season. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well,
what do you mean? Like you think that you're saying that we might see Hill and Waddle return some punts?
Well, I don't know if we might, but I would think it'd be smart and best utilized the same way Kansas City used Tyreek when he was running the balls back in the day.
Interesting.
So,
if you got to think about it too. Like I said, it's just
so
I gotta go.
Yeah, we're
Right,
very thankful
Thank
for
you,
you guys
Gloria.
having us here and for
Thank you for coming on.
we really appreciate it.
Good
but
night, ladies. Anytime you
gotta-
want.
we gotta
Pedro, I'll be more prepared next time for trivia.
I'll give you an easier question. I'm sorry, next week, okay?
That was not a hard question. I just wasn't thinking.
Thank you guys
Well-
so much for having us. It's been a pleasure, and we really appreciate the invitation.
Please come back. That's all we want is people to come back.
We'll be back not next Wednesday, but
The week
following
after.
Wednesday. Yeah, because I'm going to be heading to Canton, so I won't be able to. But we definitely will be back next week if you will extend the invitation again.
Yeah, Gloria. I'll have a question waiting for her.
And I'll have
Anytime. Lot easier.
I'll have a couple of our captains maybe join us so that they can be here as well. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
so
you for
much.
coming on, ladies.
Thanks for the support. We do appreciate it. You guys are always great about everything. So thank you.
Maria, yeah.
Good night, ladies.
All right.
Good night,
Good night.
Gloria.
Thumbs
Thank
up.
you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't know how to get out of here. Oh,
I got you.
figured it out. Bye.
Where's
Still don't know how to
Ethan
get
at?
out of
Where's
here.
Ethan
I
at? Did he
got
leave?
you. I got you.
Ethan.
Ethan left a while ago. He left when John left. Well, it's just the five of us right now.
Oh, what happened to Pedro?
I don't know what
Pedro
happened
left
to
too?
Pedro.
What the?
Oh, he didn't leave.
Oh,
What
there.
the
There
hell?
he is.
There he is. What happened?
Oh,
The mystery man. Well, we got Crazy Dolphin joining
Hey,
us.
I'll tell you a story, man. I met Taco at the Hooters parking lot. At the Hooters parking lot in the tailgate. Which game was that? Which game was that, Taco? That was wasn't that the Chargers game? Was that the Chargers game at the bro? It was COVID, right? Everybody's wearing masks, right? Here comes Taco. Hey, Pedro, what's up? I'm like, hey, what's up? So I'm drinking beer or whatever. But this fire truck, I think John was there too. I swear to God, John O'Hannon was there. And this fire truck comes through the Hooters in Miami Gardens, in Miami Gardens. He comes through, and we're thinking, damn, bro, they're gonna kick us out because of COVID. Bro, the fucking fire truck came through, and they were fucking waving at us. They were like, "What's up, Dolphins?" and cheering us on, and I was like, "Hell yeah!" That's when they got fun. And I took a picture with John. I took a picture with Taco. I was dancing too. I think I was dancing a little bit.
I actually met Taco at the draft party.
Taco draft party.
yeah,
man. Taco.
This year's draft party at the Hard Rock.
Taco's cool, man. He represents all of South Florida, man. I'm sure he's happy about Messi coming down there and the Heat and the Panthers run and all that, man. Oh yeah, he loves that. I like his outfits for the Heat, man, that he wears, man. He definitely got the shoes and the jersey and everything, bro. And then he lays out and he posts his pictures. Look at his closet. He posts his little Fins gear that he puts out and his little jewelry and his little chain and everything, man. His little Dolphins chain. Where's your Dolphins chain at, Taco? And where the hell did you get your Taco name? Why don't you talk about that, bro? Let everybody know how the hell you got Taco nickname, bro. Where'd that come from?
From high school, one of my friends called me Taco. There you go. Hold on.
Bro, I told you, bro. There it is. I told you. Yep, this man is 100%, bro. South Florida sports, man. Born and raised. Yep. Good guy. Doesn't, of course, the Heat. Yep.
Well, what's going on, Crazy Dolphin?
Hey, is Karen related to you?
Who?
Karen, is she related to you?
No.
All right.
We got Crazy Dolphin up in here. What's up, Crazy Dolphin?
Hey, what's going on, Papa Paul, Dolphin Winters, Taco?
My brother, what's good with you?
Painter.
Crazy Dolphin. I don't know you, do I?
Dolphin Nation 305.
No.
Really?
Dolphin Nation, yeah. On
Nice.
Dolphin Nation 305, my Christian Leap. Sometimes I be sending you, hellos and everything. Also, I know Cindy Mammy Smith.
Oh, yeah, Cindy. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's my buddy.
That's your homegirl?
Huh?
That's your homegirl, Cindy Smith?
Oh, that's one of my buddies.
Yeah, man. I got you, man. What you got for us, man, on the Dolphins today?
I mean, I've been hearing a lot of good with the training camp and everything, and man, I'm just stoked for the season because like I said before,
this 1984 again, ain't it?
1984 again, and maybe 1972 again.
He said maybe 1972 again. Oh my God, you're making me happy.
Because I'm old school, man. I'm old school.
I'm just waiting on 1990 to happen again because Paul 12 games and I said 11 games, and I'm sitting here like, you guys, we made 11 games in 2018, but you guys are talking about something that happened in 1990. How's that going to happen today? Tell me, how are we going to do that?
Top 5 defense, top 5 defense, top 5, top 10 offense. That's how that's going to happen.
Damn.
And the piggyback.
Exactly how that's going to happen.
The number 3 most talented team in the NFL. Right now. We are one of the most talented teams in the NFL.
Can we beat the Chiefs? Can we beat the Eagles? Can we beat the Cowgirls? Can we beat the Bills?
I think so.
I think we can beat anybody.
Everybody, man.
I think so.
We can beat any team out there.
And when I say this, I'm not putting down Tua. Is Tua healthy? Stay healthy? Oh my goodness, we're gonna be held.
It's dangerous.
We gonna
That
be
accuracy,
hell
I
to
know that
good.
accuracy is deadly, bro. We saw that, bro. Actually, Dolphin winners saw that. I'm still like, wow. We all got that story of our one game where we saw greatness, and man, that fourth quarter, bro.
Pedro, all I'm gonna say is I will never, ever, ever forget any of it. I didn't move out that seat. I never thought about leaving.
That's my favorite game last year, bro. I've never seen a fourth quarter like he blew away Dan Marino. Like Dan Marino never threw. Dan Marino never threw 4 touchdowns in one quarter, let alone the fourth quarter.
Let me give you the whole rundown of that. Anybody that was at that game, Dolphins wise, will sit there and tell you what I'm about to tell you. It is nothing gratifying seeing 55 to 60,000 Baltimore Ravens fans shut up in unison, and you hear nothing but Dolphin fans going crazy.
Can you tell me what happened right after they made the field goal? Right after they made the field goal, we were down by 2 touchdowns.
Two touchdowns.
2 touchdowns.
Okay.
There was like 8 minutes left, and the Dolphins scored with like 6 minutes to go, and then they got the last touchdown within seconds to go.
The way we were looking at it is the fans were worried. They were worried. You could see them. They just point to the scoreboard. We still got
when
the lead.
When we were 2 touchdowns down?
Yeah, but they were worried. They were worried. You trust me. They were worried.
So that first touchdown that Tyreek caught, which was that beautiful pass that he had to slow down for.
Right. But then they came back and scored on us after that.
And they scored a field goal, right? And then we were still down by 2 touchdowns.
Right.
And then when we scored that touchdown, we were almost like basically
all I'm going
3 points down, and that's it, you know?
All I'm going to say to you is this. When we sat there
Did you think we were going for that field goal is what I want to say. With the last touchdown, we didn't have to go for the end zone. We could have just tied it.
We were going for the touchdown. We were going for the touchdown, Pedro.
Once you saw us go past the 50, you were like, we're going all the way.
We're going for the touchdown. We're going, yeah. Listen, one thing about McDaniels, one thing I like about him, I like the fact he likes to take shots. I like the fact that he's like, you know what, stay out there. We're going to do this. I like the fact that he has at any given time, he could be 4-6, 4-7. He has confidence.
The tunnel celebration, because when I came back from 17 points in Atlanta against Cutler beat Matt Ryan. I couldn't believe it. Bro, that tunnel celebration, how was that in Baltimore?
Walking down with Stephen D, walking down with Valley Fanatics, walking down seeing people silent. They were yelling
Dolphins.
We were
number one.
We were singing the anthem, walking out there.
Miami Dolphins number one. Yeah.
They're like, y'all act like y'all won the Super Bowl. I said, y'all don't understand that this was the first
Lamar
time
Jackson.
we ever beat the Dolphins. It was the
in
first
Baltimore,
time
right?
that we beat them at M&T Stadium. That was
first time.
The first time ever.
Wow, that's a big game.
It was huge. And then for us to come back like that, we had national attention after that game.
Man, my favorite game was the Browns game, man. I was there, and like I said, that was the most balanced game I ever seen in my life. The most balanced game. We ran the ball for over both running backs, Wilson and Mostert, ran for. God, I think they both almost touched 100 that game. I swear, it was unreal.
But what we all agree on is McDaniel got away from the run and he started getting pass action, and I had a problem with that. He has to have a balanced attack.
And then when he called the red flag and he threw the red flag, it was just the dumbest calls when he did that. It just didn't make sense, you know. Like, why didn't you do that back in this play and not now?
I hear you, but I said this: rookie head coach. I guarantee you. Listen to me. I'm telling everybody this. And I know it's mixed feelings. And listen, I know a lot of people got mixed feelings on McDaniel. I get it, but I'm going to tell you,
McDrip, Miami Magic Mike McDrip.
No. This dude went to an Ivy League. He went to an Ivy League school. He's no dummy. The man is extremely intelligent. So give him. It might not make sense to us in the beginning.
We brought our offense to a number 9. 9 in the NFL. I couldn't believe that.
I'm saying top 5 offense.
Rookie year.
Top 5 offense, top 5 defense. McDaniel on the offense, Fangio on the defense.
And how did he get Fangio? That was the thing to me, Dolphin winners. Like, you're talking my language right now. Like you know how hard it was that people don't understand how hard it was just to give Vic Fangio, and Mike McDaniel did that. A guru that's proven with 4 teams to put him in the top 10 defense with the teams that he coached. Unreal.
I expect nothing less than a top 10 defense, top 5. Seriously.
Unreal.
I don't expect.
And you know that this year is not even as close to what next year could be. Like everybody's excited for this year. I'm sitting here like I'm in college, right? Year 1, year 2, year 3. Oh my God, year 3. Oh my God, right? Like the pieces that we got left is for the first round pick next year. Like if Tua works out, everything works out. We can okay, we need this one piece in O-line. We're good at cornerback. We're good at safety.
So let me ask you this: what if it doesn't work out?
Oh my God! If Tua doesn't work out, you're saying Tua, or if we don't make the playoffs,
but
a little bit more specific.
I know you're hyped up, but I mean, you have to think about the alternative.
Well, remember the last 2 years have been 7 losses or wins, 7 losses in a row, 7 wins. Last year, 5 wins, 5 losses. What was it? Or was it 3 wins, 3 losses, 5 wins, 5 losses? Now this year can't be a repeat of the last 2 years. More balanced, I think, is going to be this year. What I do feel, I'm an 11-6 guy. I think we're going to make the wild card. Do we win a playoff game? Yes. Do we make it the AFC Championship? I'm still on the fence. I might move up to 12 wins, but based on the team we got now, this is the best team I've seen on paper in 20 years, man. 20 years, and that's incredible, man. That's incredible. Like this is not Adam Gase. This is not a freaking, oh my God, a guy picking up
I get
garbage.
what you're saying, but I don't really think you're answering the question. I get you're hyped, but
what was
if
the question
something doesn't go, if it doesn't go the way you plan or the way everybody plans, what is the contingency plan?
If something happens to Tua and our backup quarterback can't, win the games we need to, and we miss the playoffs, wow. Where do we go from there? Wow. Well,
does the offense get another free pass? Does the defense get another free pass?
Tua's not getting $250 million. We might have to use that first round pick on another quarterback. If it depends. I mean, everybody's sure the offense is going to work, but what about the defense? Is it going to work too? If they're both in the top 10, it should work. But if it doesn't work, it's based on injuries. Isn't it always based on injuries?
I mean,
it doesn't work. Like there's got to be a reason why we don't make the playoffs. There's got to be. Every year there's a storyline, and last year the storyline was Tua wasn't available for the playoffs, and we had to go with Skyler. And I like Skyler because he threw a lot of he threw the ball away a lot. I noticed that. I was like, damn.
Well, you got to think about it too. The majority of all the AFC wildcard games that have usually been taken by the Steelers or the Bengals or anybody in the AFC North. You don't have to necessarily have to have injury. But the AFC is so congested with talent, you cannot afford to have a trap game take you out.
Oh, those trap games. Oh, they always do. Oh, my God. I was for sure.
You got to think about it.
We're going to beat a shitty, Texans or a Raiders team. And sure enough, we lose, bro. You know how that goes. Yep.
Yeah, man. The expectation levels are too high.
The Raiders game worries me next year. The Titans game on Monday night worries me next year. Those you got to win those games, man. You got to take that. You got to take those games.
On a Washington game, I don't know why. I keep telling everybody.
I'm always do we beat the good teams? There's 6 good teams. Can we not beat half of those teams? Can we not beat the Eagles?
Scares me.
Or the Chiefs? That's what scares me. What if you 0-2? What if you don't beat the Eagles? What if you don't beat the Chiefs?
Can I say something about that? I want to say something about that, right? And somebody can correct me. Can somebody correct me on this? When we beat I think we've beaten the Eagles the last 3 times we faced them in the 12 years that we faced them, either in their house or in Miami, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I think we beat them the last twice, 2 times.
Every time we face the Eagles, we get hyped up for the Eagles. And I've always said this, and the funniest part is the last 2 times we faced them, we've come from behind and beat them. So this is a different Eagles team. I understand this is I see it firsthand every day on the news how they're already built up to make another run. And I'm just gonna tell y'all that. That's straight up. They are built to make another run this season.
They're stacking their trenches.
Yes, Howie Roseman is the #1 GM in the NFL. Straight up.
And do you remember how he started his legacy with getting Jay and Jack from the Dolphins?
Listen, they wanted to run this man. If you sat and listened to sports radio here in Philly, they wanted to run this man out of.
They were going to crucify him.
They what? Crucify him, stone him, whatever you wanted.
Yeah, and he got him a Super Bowl.
We play the Eagles the first 8 games?
Week 7.
The first half. So basically, I used to be like all pumped up because, bro, we talk a lot of smack. Imagine if the Dolphins are 8-2. We're going to the Super Bowl. We're bad.
Yeah,
we're awesome.
we should know. We should know better. We should know better to lower
Thank
the
you. That
expectations
last
to
8
week
weeks,
17,
bro,
week
especially
20.
December. We went 0-4 in December for the first time in 30 years.
I mean, if you listen to me, if you listen to me long enough, guys, you know my heart and my problem with Tua, because I've always been on the bandwagon of like, let me give him a shot. But every time I gave him a shot, he would just let me down. And the one game that I'm willing to forget now and put it in the past, but it's been irking me for the past 2 years, was losing to Tannehill, knowing that he was the predecessor to Tannehill, and Tannehill ended up eliminating us from the
I was at
playoffs.
that game, bro. I was so pissed.
Game,
I was freezing my nuts off. I was so pissed.
And I need to let it go. I need to let it go once and for all.
I ain't letting it go. I'm so pissed. I'm traumatized by that game. That game traumatized me, bro. Crazy Doll fan. Traumatized me, bro. Golly, bro. I've never seen it 70 degrees one day, and the next day during the game it's sleet, snow. Oh, it's icing. Oh, why not? Let's see some ice too. Couldn't believe it, bro. We didn't run the ball. We got away from the run. I was so pissed. I was like, we're running the ball fine. Why are we not running the freaking ball? Oh, I was so mad at that game.
Duke was averaging like 6 yards a carry.
Bro, he was killing it, bro. I was so mad. Yup.
Then this year.
No, we're gonna have to call it a night, though, guys. I am beat. I am tired.
Yeah, so I gotta
get going. All right, guys. Appreciate you for having me on, man.
Appreciate
You gotta
it.
keep it going, man. Good thing going.
Have me on.
No, anytime. You guys are more than welcome to join us anytime. Our regular
The
show.
longest we've ever went, man, is tonight, baby.
Yes, sir, Pedro. It is.
Mhm.
Our regular show is Wednesday nights at 8:45.
Excuse me, 2 hours.
We'll be doing some
Keep it
special
going.
shows
Fluctuate.
here.
You fluctuate. You keep it going. They will come.
We'll do some fluctuating. We got some special shows coming up soon. I'll be doing some live.
We get Richmond Webb on this show next week, man. I'm gonna reach out to him. Shoot.
Yeah, I see you guys had juice too. Keep it going. Man. Don't stop.
No,
Thank you, bro.
We'll
Thank
see.
you.
We're gonna have some special shows next week with training camp.
No, come
Since
on
I'll be
next
at
week too,
training
bro.
camp
Crazy Doll fan, come
all
back
week
next
long.
week, man.
Oh, I will.
All right.
I will. I love
Y'all
it.
guys have a good night, man.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
too. Good night. Peace, love, and fins up, everybody.
Peace up, fins
All
up.
right, y'all. Okay.